Got
Alrighty.
Leave.
Yeah. Oh.
it.
Woo-wee. Alrighty. I'm so excited for today. So we're gonna just start it up going right now. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
David, you didn't show Noah the poppet.
Oh.
And that should be on recording for sure.
That is true. We should have this on recording.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I will start. So we'll start here.
Cue spooky music.
Is
that the jackass whose castle we're in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you post that in the group chat. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it comes,
nice.
and it comes with a die.
Ew! That's disgusting, David.
Oh, stop.
Oh my God.
It has a poppet skull as the one.
Ah.
Clever
That's pretty
poppet
sick.
makers.
That's the Funko Pops. Look at those guys.
Oh,
What
that's
will
what
they
they're
think of
called.
next? Yeah, poppets are the like reusable bubble.
Yep.
I loved
yeah,
you
I
were saying
just finished
poppet.
that.
I didn't want to change anything.
I didn't know what it was called. So when I asked, I said, "Is it called poppet?" And you guys confirmed with me that
Yep.
it was.
Yes, we
We
did.
did.
We
I actually
just
did.
want
That's
you to
rude.
make an ass of yourself.
So rude.
I totally forgot what they were.
Thank you, Noah, for being honest with me and telling me
Yeah,
I
no
was
problem.
wrong. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Noah doesn't let anything
That's what I'm
slide.
here for.
Yeah, if
what I'm
Strahd
here for.
appears in the campaign, Strahd the Pop is going to appear too.
That's gonna make the situation so serious. I guarantee you.
Yeah,
No,
all
let's
of
get
the
some-
work that you do to create the atmosphere, Liam, is going to be totally blown by this.
Can I
Just
add some
Funko.
much needed levity?
Hello.
Hey,
That's
we'll
some
see
much
how
needed
much
levity.
levity it brings when I put a Funko Pop on top of a battle map and say, by the way, Strahd is huge now. And then just like that, he
Giant
occupies so
creature.
much more space.
I just think now every time David brings that up, he has to say hi ho like Kermit the Frog. So it's like Strahd appears to distant
Hello.
value. Hi
Howdy
ho.
ho.
Hey guys, how's
Strahd
it
the
going?
vampire here.
Strahd the Vampire here. Yeah, there we go.
No.
We are here in the
I'm
lands
here on
of
location at
Barovia, the valley here that I've been a part of, and got my castle here. I am very excited. We're gonna be having a conversation with this undead person that I have hanging up my shackles. Mr. Undead Person, can I please give us your thoughts of what it's like on the walls of my castle?
I can't tell if I can't tell if your Kermit is more like Jordan Peterson or David Lynch.
Wow. Jordan Peterson and David Lynch in one sentence. That's impressive.
That's
Wow.
There's a lot
the
going on
inflection you
there.
had there. Yeah.
A
And
lot
over
going on.
give an applause for Esker, the maid.
Oh yeah.
Waka waka waka.
There we are.
I'm loving this because it's been so long since we've actually started playing. Because in actual terms, it's been like 2 weeks since I played D&D, but a month since we've done this campaign because we've been just taking some breaks from some stuff. So it's like it's just so fun to be back here all of a sudden. I just want to enjoy this for as long as we can.
Yay, me too.
Let's do it.
Honestly, say hi everybody. I should just say hi to the people officially. Welcome to our Curse of Strahd campaign. I'm very excited to be back here. My name is Liam McKinnon. I am your dungeon master, dungeon daddy today. It's so good. Yeah, I'm really excited to be back here. We got all of our favorite people. We got David, we got Kylah, we got Noah. Padon is going to join us very shortly here. He is just currently at work, and then he'll be back, and then I will add a spotlight to him on this thing, and we'll figure that out. So it's great. As it stands right now, I don't have anything really to bring up beforehand. Not much to advertise. With the rate I'm putting these things out, I think a lot of things that's going on right now is probably going to be up and running by the time this is up. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited for today, getting back into it. And yeah, there's nothing I really have to say off the top here. Oh, actually, that's a lie. There is one thing. It's kind of metagamey, but it is also something I want to let everybody know regarding something that had occurred in the session. This is just something I want all the players to keep in mind for themselves. Because like the last session, we had Kari and Wystera discover the location of one of the cards, like one of the cards meant in the reading that you had all received in Barovia. And I wanted to let you all know, because I've been doing some kind of like just some study recently for my summer camp and kind of doing some prep work. What was given to Wystera and Kari for that in terms of like as an in-game reward for discovering those points, and this is something that is applied to every single one of the points. When you all discover or make those conscious pursuits towards those things, your characters get 500 XP baseline. Like it's not like split between everyone. It is like you gain an additional 500 experience points.
Wow. Wow, wow, wee wow.
Just wanted to share that for metagame purposes. Outside of that, I don't think there is anything else on my part. So, with that being said, I want to just bring it around and turn it over to questions for everyone. Character questions. Does anybody have any questions whatsoever?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Kylah has perfect.
Okay, I have my notes say that Stanimir is acting suspicious and whack. Did we make an insight check when we when we finished on Stanimir?
Eren did, but it was like a low result. I believe he rolled like a natural 1, if that was my recollection. To his reading was of violent intent potentially. Like he was reading that whatever Stanimir was up to with all of you, it was one of there was like an ulterior motive of some kind, and it seemed of like a like he was brought into trepidation because he's thinking it could be like something violent. Yeah, so that was what was gleaned from Eren's insight. I don't know if anybody else, I forget if anybody else
No,
did.
I don't think anyone else did. That's what I wanted to just clarify and make sure. But he wants to follow us to the castle, right?
Well, he just wants to follow you guys. That's all he said. He just wants to walk with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Fantastic. A quick reminder, David, your strength score right now is 1.
Yep.
And Kari's got a 10. Alrighty. Well, with all that stuff, then yes, another hand up from
Sorry.
Kylah.
Yeah. Just for rolling purposes, is Eren still at a -2 or 3? Like, has he been?
He's at a -3 right now, yes.
Okay.
Kylah's going to be rolling for Eren until Padon shows up. Okay, so with all of that being said, let us return once again to the lands of dread and mistiness in Barovia as we play this episode of Curse of Strahd. We arrive back in our wonderful campaign setting right now in the lands of Barovia in 2 places. 1, Barovia, and 2, the village, and 2, Castle Ravenloft. We were in Castle Ravenloft before with Kari and Wystera, as the 2 of them were inside of the castle, exploring it and coming to a kind of a mutual respect position with each other, so much so that they began to actually follow where they thought their allies had gone. They went into a chamber where there was a brazier with a bunch of colored stones around it, and were interpreting based on the texts that were underneath this giant hourglass that potentially they could find some way to go to different areas across the valley or within the castle by dropping stones inside of the fire. And off of a very good check in terms of like trying to interpret it, they were able to correctly identify that the study that was indicated in this kind of text that was in the room led them to a place that was going to be where they would meet Strahd, where they were said in their reading would be where they met Strahd. And so they were able to go teleport inside that room and case it out. They went and found that the room was full of old ancient texts about any kind of subject they could potentially want to look up and study, as well as in an adjoining room, there was a young girl named Gertrudia, who is someone that is actually being looked for by a person in Barovia right now. Her mother was Mad Mary, the screaming woman that you had all met earlier in your travels, who had mentioned their daughter, and you guys connected that it was her because she is drawing a very handsome gentleman in charcoal pencil. I like how I said that. I was just like, oh, this is I. No, it was not I. It was a long, black-haired, handsome, angular-faced man. And then, going around the rooms trying to find a way out, you had seen that there was like figures that were moving around in two alcoves. There was a bath full of blood. There seemed to be like a suit of armor walking around on these like parapets outside of a window. And then trying to find an outside area, you were ambushed by shadows that had literally come out and attacked you, as well as the two Nephites, Todd and Steve. And, you were able to survive the encounter, but not before you had been almost completely drained of your almost like force of like will to stand up. And you and Kari are now working to exit the Castle of Barovia in the fastest way possible. Meanwhile, the rest of you had an encounter with some purple-skinned lady on the roads to Barovia with a young girl. A young Barovian girl who's from the village of Barovia. You had fought this creature. Eren had exacted some like new kind of power that he had acquired, but also got in a conflict with Sly. The woman disappeared. You would save the young girl. You had returned her to her family in Barovia, and you had met with Stanimir, the Vistani. He was the kind of the patriarchal figure of a band of people that you were with as you were coming into Barovia on the very first day. He had told you the tales of a cursed soldier, their leader essentially of these lands, that he was hoping that the curse would be lifted from. And in that moment, you were all you were all just basically he had expressed in kind of like a shady or not very clear terms that he wanted to join all of you in wherever it was you were journeying. And that is currently where we're returning to. Except we're not going to the Stanimir moment. We're going to Kari and Wystera as you two are rushing out of the castle. Now, I'm going to give you the circumstances. Wystera, in this moment, you are moving down the massive spiral staircase, getting to the base, trying to find the main floor to get to the front door out of here, essentially, getting as fast as you can.
Yep.
Kari has currently got you got your arm wrapped over her shoulder and is almost like kind of like picking you up as your feet are just kind of like hitting and dancing onto the actual steps. Almost every step is hurting you, as you can just feel your bones making almost like full contact with the metal itself. There is like, it's as if you are just feeling yourself have aged, but also are like in that part of decay in your life as you are just going and trudging down these stone steps. Kari, oh hell yes. Kari is right now looking for an exit. Now, in Kari's attempts to look through here, I'm going to refer to something. She gets to the base of the stairs. Now, there is no direct exit beside her when it comes to... Yeah. There's no area for her to essentially get through that is in the immediate... like in her immediate proximity that is like adjacent to her. So she begins to run around kind of this like long narrow hallway, getting to a side entrance or going down a corridor that leads to like two caverns essentially, or two open chambers. One, it kind of opens up in a dome area with like arrow slits, and as she runs up to the windows, she can see looking through them. She has a full view of the actual castle courtyard, and you can kind of glimpse and see here that the rain is still pouring down outside, and you hear the rain as it just like kind of like beats, but like as you can feel your heart pressing against your rib cage. It's like the rain is like giving you a constant headache as it continues to flow through. Let's see here. String. Go. Okay. She looks through here, and there's another set of arrow slots that are looking into the main chamber. There's like a small gap between where you can see there's like the main foyer and the actual chamber that you're in. It is not accessible to be able to go through. So Kari rushes back. She is sprinting with you in her arms. The two Nephites kind of like moving through, Stephen with his like knife fingers floating out, just kind of like hungrily looking through the actual hallways. She moves to get to the staircase and begins to go up again to the secret entrance that she had found before with you. You begin to go down through the stair. You guys find the secret door, moving down this ladder. And as you get there, you rush to the stairs that lead to the servants' quarters by the desk that you had been before. It is a long process. But as you get to the spot, you come across a door, and Kari had... none of you had known this, but Kari was able to see faintly underneath her blindfold because she was able to reveal it a little earlier. She opens the door, rushes out into the actual courtyard itself. As she goes into the courtyard, open up my whole thing. She begins to move directly. Yeah. She begins to move going to the side entrance door that you guys had all come through before, like these like parapets. However, when she gets to the parapets, they're dropped down. It's not parapets, but it's like what are they? Portcullis. She goes over to it. Now, Wystera, I'm going to ask you, do you attempt to assist Kari in lifting these things up?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. She is going to try and lift it. Okay. She is able... She has an athletics of what? Okay. She goes to lift these parapets. Or these portcullis. What is the... Oh, this might not be good. Oh my god. She does it. You get right underneath the side, just kind of like putting your body up to it as the rain is beating down on your face. You rush out to the courtyard, and she lifts up, and your body just kind of like eases through. As they move from your grasp, you flop down right beside, feeling the water hitting your face, almost like tears coming down upon your, just streaming down over you. She hoists you up and begins to move, almost like carrying you like up through your arms, as she just begins to rush, the rain trickling down across her chainmail. You can see that as you rush to the actual entrance of the castle, the drawbridge is down, and you can actually make your way across. As Kari rushes, go across the drawbridge, I am going to see something here. So many things to look up today. Woo! Woo! Okay. I need to roll a die here for both of you. Okay. Okay. you and Kari rush over the drawbridge. And as you are moving across, you can feel that it's like the actual drawbridge itself, it looks sturdy. But as you step on it, you feel it like kind of creak under the weight of both of you. And as she begins to rush, you can just feel it kind of like as the rain is pouring down. This is a very unstable position. And now, you guys begin to run. David, I need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
You betcha. I had a feeling that was coming. See how a d20 does. 11.
Okay. You begin to run. Or Kari's running with you at this moment, but at a certain point, she does put you down just to see, and she checks with you. Can you move?
I can try. I can try.
All right, come on. You can feel there's an invisible kind of support underneath your other arm right now, just like a little bit, just so that you can kind of keep yourself upright. You see as Kari moves with you, you begin to move down the hill. It is mucky and the mud is trudging inside of both of your boots, and you keep moving until you get to the fork in the road that allows you to turn. Now, you have a choice to make. And I can let you roll a perception check here in a moment to decide the choice you're going to make, but you have a choice to go left, you have a choice to go right.
Right.
Okay. You turn to go right, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very good. As you are about to turn right, you can see not too far away. I'd say coming up on about a quarter mile away from you, there is a blazing movement of fire coming through. Orange, red, yellow light moving along with 6 wolves alongside. The flame that you can see moving is that connected to a black horse. Very similar to the black horse you saw coming down from Yesterday Hill, coming directly at you. And the 6 wolves beside it, moving in tandem. This is coming in your direction right now.
Kari doesn't see it because of my perception being...
You're the one who's identifying it the second you turn.
Okay. Kari, we have fire and wolves and perhaps Strahd on a horse coming towards us this way. Perhaps we should go left. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm not going that way. She just immediately moves with you to adjust and starts to turn left with you.
Yes.
Upon that commitment, I need you to roll d20s as you guys are making your way. You get to that point as you begin to make your way. I need you to roll. I need you to roll 2 d20s for me, and Kari's going to roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
First one. Second one.
7 and 11.
Okay. You begin to run along the road, making your way back through. I will notice as you were running, you noticed that the rain above you like stopped, like gradually began to stop as you turned around, getting almost fully away from the castle itself. And now you are on just the dirt road. You cross the bridge, the waterfall. You begin to make your way in the coming around where the tight forest kind of encompasses you. You go past the wreckage that was prominent before, where Ismark was ambushed many days ago.
Yep.
And you begin to make your way down the hill. At this moment, we are going to return with Stanimir Squally and Eren and Sly.
Oh, are we?
Yes, we are. We're going to, and I'm announcing it because I can see that two of the people here.
We're moving back to Squally. Ah!
Yes. Don't go anywhere, David, because you're going to be right close, because you are all now moving down the road, heading back to wherever it is you're going.
You bet.
And as you're making your way, Stanimir is kind of heading, but also like keeping an eye with all of you. And as this begins to happen, you see coming down the hill an exhausted Kari and Wystera, heavily breathing, just like trying to catch a breath. Kari looks pretty like withered at this moment, like her face looks a little gaunt. Wystera looks like she has just dropped like 100 pounds. Like she is like pencil thin at this moment. Like as you guys begin to see her purple flesh like sucked onto her skull.
Oh dear.
Sly's
Wave
gonna-
him over.
Yeah, there. Kari, there.
Sly's
the
gonna look behind them to see if there's anything chasing them or what would have caused this.
You can go ahead and make a. I mean, if you want to make a medicine check on their circumstance, or if you want to make you can make a bunch of different intelligence checks. You let me know.
Intelligence checks to see like if anything's following them.
An intelligence check would be if you were trying to ascertain a specific kind of thing. Medicine check to see the state of them, to see what is happening to them, like what has happened to them in their physical state.
Are they within 60 feet of me?
They're coming onto it now. Yeah.
I'd like to use word of oh gosh.
I'd use
Healing
word,
word, not word of. Healing word.
cast word of radiance and blow them apart.
No.
That's what I was thinking
Healing
too.
word.
I'll say too. Also, Squally, you see Todd and Steven at this point flying down across. Their form is starting to kind of like drip and melt a little bit, but they are
I
now.
thought one of
kinda
them
coming towards
died.
you. Which one of them was it? I was
Just a sec. I have this.
Because
Todd or Steven.
Craig is with us. I'm pretty sure
Craig's
Todd
gone.
died.
Craig's not there.
Oh, what happened to Craig?
Oh,
He
Craig
jumped
went
into
somewhere
the
else.
fire.
I
He
thought
jumped
it
into the with different colored fire because he believed he was.
Right. Yes, sorry.
invincible.
Sorry. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we don't have no clue where Craig is.
You don't know where Craig is. Yep.
Sly's gonna try and do an investigation check to see if there's anything following them coming from behind.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. I think Todd died.
I think you're right.
So
Todd, I
Steven is
feel-
kind of melting at this
Fuck.
point, but he's got his knife fingers out, so he's just like flying it now around you.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 1 with my investigation. That's a 0.
You don't see any evidence of them being followed presently, but as you see the trees begin to rustle, you think something is like kind of coming up behind them immediately.
Okay, Sly's gonna pull his sword and be like ready for a fight then, and not really.
Stanimir
Like
says,
he's, like, away.
"Oh my goodness, are you all right? Are you all right? What is this?"
I rolled a 6 for healing word
On who?
on Wystera.
Wystera, you get 6 healing words.
6 hit points.
You get 6 words of healing. What are those words of healing, Squally?
Good for you. You're really awesome.
Oh,
No.
That's it.
Sure.
Help me now, I am dying.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Stanimir immediately, like with his like kind of like walks up to both of you. He says, "I my goodness, are you both all right?" And Kari's like, "Where are you? Where did you all go? What? How are you all out here?"
We made a mistake we thought we were going to the dungeon. There was this weird flame thing. We threw a rock into it and it took us to... Where did it take us to again? What is the town name? Sorry.
It was Valaki.
Valaki, thank you. And it took us to Valaki, where the vampires were in the coffin building place. We're very sorry. We didn't mean to leave.
We did similar thing, only went somewhere else.
You guys found the big fire thingy?
Yes.
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
go?
we found it.
Where did you go?
Vystera falls sideways onto the ground.
Kari kind of goes to catch. We went like inside of this like library space. It was like actually, I mean, as far as we can understand it, it was like where we were told we would potentially be able to like meet and face Strahd. You know, when we had that whole reading thing, that was the spot that we're going to be meeting him.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. And what happened? Why is Vystera in this state?
Well, we were trying to find a way out, and we got just like butt fucked by these like goddamn shadow things that just came out of nowhere. Just like started like I don't know what just like just feeding off of us essentially.
Goodness.
This was just lying flat on the ground, just taking in the rain.
The rain stopped.
Oh.
Pay attention.
No, she's kind of she's just crying now. Vystera's got tears just coming out of her eyes right now. It's like it's the rain.
Perhaps we should rest for a moment until we figure something out.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that's a good idea.
How long has it been since we woke up?
Oh, since you guys woke up? Oh man. I'd say probably around like 4 or 5 hours, maybe coming close to 6. Yeah. You guys have been like on the road since you guys have gone from well, actually, yeah, you've gone from Valaki to Barovia, so it's like a good like half
Gotta be
a day kind of trek. So it's kind of like, yeah, you've been out for at least 6 to 7 hours.
Cool. It is nap time. I don't know. Does everyone short rest? Anyone?
Yes,
Kari-
I'll go for one.
Yeah.
Kari says yes.
Yeah.
Short rest sounds good.
All right, she's gonna use 2 hit dice immediately. Oh, jeez, Louise. And 52. Okay. Where is it? 52. Vystera and Kari, as they are in this moment of rest, after the end of like just kind of like the time to just recoup and to breathe, Vystera, you just begin to feel your form. As you take breaths in with your inhales, your body actually begins to come back to its natural form. You begin to feel it actually return to your strength comes back to you, and you're no longer sunken onto the ground. You're tired, but it's more just like from the running and the windedness, as opposed to like having little to no ability to just stand.
Thank you. I'll use a couple of hit dice too.
Stanimir, at this moment, while you guys are all kind of situated, he immediately goes to say, what exactly was the reading you all had? What was the card that was indicated for your reading that told you would be meeting in a library?
Squally looks to Kari.
That was the it had eyes on it. But oh shoot. Had eyes. I think it was like this seer. It was a seer. That's what it was. Oh, damn it.
Why do you
Stan-
ask?
Senator says, "Oh no, no reason, no reason at all. I'm just curious. I'm surprised actually. Many, travelers who have visited Madame Eva do not give such weight and seriousness to her readings. I'm surprised it's meant so much to you."
Apparently, it's meaningful.
Did you have a reading?
Well, I do make it a point to see Madame Eva every once in a while. Yes, I had received a reading from her fairly recently. That's why I visited her. Come back, yes.
And do you put weight to it as well?
Well, as a diviner, it's hard to go against anything that Madame Eva says. She is quite knowledgeable, insightful. Even if you don't read into the readings themselves, you can always believe in the energy that they can be brought to you. Excuse me a moment, and he kind of moves off to the side of the forest for a moment.
I kind of like look at Eren and Sly and say, I don't know, something's off. Why is he with us?
Sly, you said that you saw like what? Like, did you see something in the woods?
The the trees, like Sly's starting to second guess even if he saw anything. Because the trees were, yeah. I couldn't. I don't think I just think it was nothing.
Well, thing is that if you saw something in the trees, thinking he's trying to take us out somewhere, and he's trying to. I don't know, but I'm not getting a good feeling off of him, and I think he might be taking us somewhere bad.
Maybe we should try to split off.
How do you mean?
I don't know, head back to the castle, try and find the body, say that we have a big enough party. I don't know. Just try and lose him. I don't understand his intentions.
Well, we could try to outrun him inside of the forest. Like, we could go across and then maybe huh. Well, maybe what if we went into the woods to go and say we were going to go see Madame Ava, but we weren't, and then we were able to lose him in the woods?
Certainly he would follow us if he thinks we're going to Madame Eva.
That's what I mean. He'd follow us, but we don't have to actually go.
Wystera gets up and comes to join. What
We should
can-
head back to the castle as soon as possible.
Ugh. I hate that place.
Understandable. Squally kind of gives like a up and down to Wystera. Now looks at her. I mean, we have to go find that body. And now we know that that fire thingy does not bring us to where the bodies go.
True enough. Do you think this fellow will follow us back to the castle?
That's what I'm worried about. But I truly don't think we should split up again.
Agreed. Vystera sort of looks at the ground.
So, do you think it's a good idea? Do you think we should actually like run or say, hey, we should go see Madame Ava, lose him in the woods, and then we turn tail, come back to the actual road, then go back to the castle, take care of Elvir, and then that's it?
Well, I feel like that's going to take too much time. I don't think we need to lie to him. I just think we need to ask him to go
No.
on his own business. It's obvious he needs to do something here too, but I'm not sure why he's traveling with us to do so. Or if we're even necessary, to be honest.
Very well.
As Stanimir kind of comes back in this moment, he says, "Oh, all right. Well, sorry about that. I'm just it's a lot of big things to consider right now. I'm ready to head off if you're all doing. You're looking much better now. My goodness, I can see that you are rested. Did you well?
Flick my tail. Yes. So you are off on your business now?
Well, I had spoken before with your companions, said that I would be willing to accompany you all wherever it is that you are going at this moment. I was hoping that I would be able to travel a little more inland into the valley. Yes.
I see. Yes. Well, unfortunately, we are going back to the castle.
I see. Well, go ahead and
So perhaps we will meet up again.
oh yes, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
Best. Best.
Yes. Visser, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
$13.
13. Okay. He says, "Well, unfortunately, I cannot go into the castle, but I will accompany with you until the road breaks off and we must travel into Valaki, as my business does take me there. I must travel to see my family. So, yes." All right.
Yeah, very well. Vystera gives a quick look to Squally and shrugs.
Eren kind of like follows behind Stanimir kind of closely. Kari's kind of standing near you, Vystera. All right, I need everyone here to roll a d20 for me, please.
Yo.
Vystera 16.
Okay.
7.
11.
All right. From the time it takes you to turn up the winding roads heading back to Castle Ravenloft, you get to the point in the road where it breaks off again, and Stanimir begins to waves off, and he goes to the 2 gates that are opened up at this point. or between the gates that begin to go deeper into the valley, heading to Valaki and Kresk, all that. You all stand at the moment going to Castle Ravenloft. One more person needs to roll a d20.
I will. 2.
Okay. You begin to make your way going up, up, and up, turning around, going as the elevation of the land begins to go higher and higher as you make your way towards the castle itself. As you begin to make your approach, you all notice as you get, I'm going to say it's not exactly getting up right close to the castle, but it is getting closer. It's kind of when you round up a corner or round up this one little elevation land where you can see the front of it. The drawbridge is up.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh dear.
Standing.
How high up is this drawbridge?
Oh, the drawbridge, in terms of as you get closer, you see that it's currently just like up, connected to the actual walls themselves. As far as the walls, like across from you, you guys stand kind of like right across from it. The drawbridge is held up, and down below you, you can see an endless drop that goes completely, fully down, in like a gorge covered in like full of mist, basically. To the point where the drawbridge, I would say, let's see. Yes. The chasm itself between where the drawbridge like had gone down and like how space is about 50 feet wide.
We see on the outside where the drawbridge can be drawn down, or is that on the inside of the castle?
Oh, no, this is the gorge, the 50-foot wide gap between where the drawbridge goes down and then like where the actual, like where you guys are standing is 50 feet across between there and being able to get where the drawbridge is.
Yeah, I understand that. Can I see the thing that helps the drawbridge go down? I'm wondering if there's the lever.
Ah,
Can I see it, or is it on the inside of the castle?
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check with that.
So I was gonna toss a rock down the gorge to see if you can hear anything, and
Then
see
you
if
make
you
a
can
perception
gauge.
check too as you go.
Okay.
11.
11.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You take a rock. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay. So, in terms of spotting the actual drawbridge itself, or like where the drawbridge would be. So you don't see the actual mechanism itself where it would be connected to actually be able to drop down and allow you to go. You guys are between two towers right now, that are kind of like on the opposite ends. These are kind of like two like kind of positioned watchtowers that anybody could like be able to see and then alert anyone into the castle, to anyone approaching and advancing, so that they could release the drop or pull the drawbridge up. In terms of the device that allows them to go down, it seems as if you can maybe see some kind of connective thing that goes behind the walls, but it does seem like you need to actually be inside of the castle walls itself to be able to access it. Sly, you don't hear anything right now.
Oof. From where we're standing, are there any trees, like really tall trees, right by us,
Right by you? No.
like
It
behind
is
us?
the closest like dense tree top, like there's a couple of small standing trees, like kind of like shrub brushes in this moment. You also notice here, it's no longer raining. It's like muddy up in terms of the trail, but it's not raining anymore. The closest trees that you can see are actually, there is an area a little bit farther south of where you are, but the trees are a good quarter-mile away from the castle in terms of the actual forest density. There's nothing in terms of like massive tall standing like pine trees or anything
Like 60-foot
that's
trees?
there are not 60-foot trees in your immediate vicinity.
Huh. That's a shame.
Would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Just like there's just the two towers beside
Even at
you.
least like a 50-foot one that I could like glide down, that would be cool. But no,
That's a dream.
it is a dream.
How much rope do you
Good
guys
dream.
have?
How much rope? I have 50 feet of rope. How much rope do you have?
20. But here's my thought.
Okay.
We take our rope.
Yeah.
Make a longer rope.
Yeah.
We tie one end to me and the other end to something secure on this end. This is just the only thing that comes to my head. I leap onto the bridge, climb up, and then bring it down by going across.
Can you leap 50 feet?
I don't know if I can leap that, but I can climb really good.
So if
That's what the
Okay,
rope
but-
is for. Because if I miss, then you guys just pull me out of that gorge.
But what if okay, so you jump, right?
Yes.
You
Here I am.
jump, you miss. Your rope's gonna do this. And then you're on this side and you're on the wrong side.
That's why you guys pull me up, and then I go.
And then
take
you just
another
try
crack at it.
again. Like you just keep trying.
I'm spitballing here.
I mean, the other thing is you could potentially land here
Yeah,
and then try.
I don't
The
need to
issue
try.
is
Once I get on, I can climb all day long. Climbing's not an issue for me right now.
I think that's our only option, but I feel like it might not go
It's
well.
kind of stupid, but that's very fitting for Sly.
You know what? I would like to help in some way.
I am once again asking for your rope contributions.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you my rope, but I'm also gonna take a minute. I was about to say bless the winds, but that just sounds like a weird Toto song. I'm gonna see if I can feel some wind coming up the gorge to give you some loft.
Is that
And
a
I'd like,
euphemism for something?
nope, just want to see if there's something that can give you some oomph so you can glide instead
will
of do
be
this.
needed and appreciated.
And how I'm gonna go about this is I'm gonna need a minute just to speak with the wind a little bit, see where we're at here, because there was a lot of screaming in the castle, so I feel like Squally's a little nervous about Scream, but I also want to implore our mission, and I'm telling you this, DM, I'm also just talking out loud, but I want to say how we need to find Elevere in order to stop more of these people or like the bringing Elevere up, you know what I mean? Or like keeping Elevere alive when he shouldn't be, to avoid more hurt, more pain. And I think it would help, but we need to get in the castle. So I want to like really be urgent about how we need to get into the castle and that I really need help. So I'm gonna do that.
Perfect. Steven kind of like hovering right beside you there.
Also,
called?
where sorry. Where's Todd? Vystera,
Todd?
Kari.
I believe Todd is no more.
Oh goodness.
Todd got absorbed by the things and then shattered and exploded.
Of course, I didn't know that though. Oh
Sorry.
no, that's okay. I believe I can have him back another day, maybe. We'll try again. It's okay. And I believe we lost Craig. I don't know where he went. He went into the fire as well. But anyways, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna start tying our ropes together.
Okay.
So we have a 70-foot rope.
Sure. As you tie it up, it's probably like in terms of it, you usually sacrifice like about like maybe an extra 5 feet just to make it secure. So you have like, I'd say about like 65 feet of usable rope that you could have. Also incorporated that you would tie it around yourself too.
Does anyone else have rope?
I do not.
Do we know if Kari or
I don't know if Eren does. Kari doesn't. Kari's like, no, I don't. I have candles and a backpack.
does anyone have Eren's sheet from a while ago? Because if we had a little extra rope.
I don't think I ever got.
I'm gonna check.
No, I
Sure,
don't.
while you're looking that up, Squally, go ahead and roll just a trying to think. I think this is just gonna be a religion check. Go ahead and make a religion check.
Yeah, I got
See
nothing.
if you can connect with the
Yeah, I got Kari and Squally. That's it.
Would a dirty 20 do the trick?
Whew.
yeah, it
Ooh.
would. I'm trying to think in my mind because I think that now with your like connecting to the wind, I don't think it's really religion based. I think it's what is it called? It's like a tool proficiency almost for you. So it's kind of like whatever your wisdom plus your proficiency is. So what is that? What's your proficiency and your wisdom together?
Together, 6. So
Okay,
like
and
wisdom
what'd you roll
wisdom
on
is +3, proficiency is +3.
And what'd you roll on the die?
17. But
Okay, so I'll give you a 23 on this because yeah, I think this is more
why,
like a
thank you.
tool proficiency for you as opposed to like I'm connecting to my thoughts on religion.
Now I don't have my pinwheel anymore. Is that okay? Am I okay to just try and
Oh yeah, no. It's your connection with the wind is not one of like you don't necessarily just need material components for it. It's like your true essence connects with it. You thought the screaming in terms of Castle Ravenloft was bad, and it is. But this chasm is essentially all screaming because the souls that and the voices within it are ones that plummeted to their deaths. Like it's almost like the stunned fall, not one of like it's not the horrid screams of like pain or anything. It is the like gasps of the moment just before, and someone was like hurtling down and overwhelmed so much that they could not muster any sound coming out of their lungs. Connecting with it, you feel that these voices are so desperate in the hope that someone could get across, and there might be able to be they may be able to lend an assistance on it. So I'll say for the sake of it, you can add an additional, your wisdom is +3. I will say I will add, because you rolled so high, I will add for Sly 6 feet of his jump to be able to clear across this.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. So Sly, you're looking around here and you've tied up this rope around you. Now, immediately in like the close vicinity, only things that's like really secure, like big secure things, are the 2 towers that are beside you. Now, these towers are pretty substantial in their width. Like their full circumference is substantial, so that you would be, if you were to like walk around all of them, I'd say that you would go from having 65 feet of rope to at least 20 or 15 to work with.
Now, if everyone instead just held on tightly to the rope,
You have a halfling, a child,
a very strong halfling,
a bird.
Yeah, and I
a
don't want
magical
you to...
bird.
Why are you complimenting us with this idea slot? This is Eren talking. It's like, I don't want you to hurl your death on the whims and hopes that we might be able to support you.
Hey, if you guys couldn't support me right now when I needed you most, then what has this teamwork been about?
Now that's sounding like an air supply song. What do you...
It's either that or I'm just jumping 20 feet and then dangling and you guys pull me up. Like, unless we find some kind of stick to anchor me.
If only we had an orc to toss you.
I'm the orc. This is the problem.
Exactly.
I mean,
And
I
then
could maybe toss you. I could toss you, but like it'd be hard
You
for me to
mentioned
then toss
tossing,
you.
and now I look down at Eren.
Do we see any boulders nearby? Like, I would feel more confident if we were all holding onto the rope, but we also had a boulder.
Like, holding it down.
Indeed.
Like we put it on top of the rope.
And just a small amount, and then we'll all hold, but at least we have like an anchor
Like, yeah.
here. Do we see any boulders? Even a piece of this
Squally
tower.
starts looking.
Yeah, there's like you could see that there's the towers themselves have kind of like those like rigid like kind of toppers.
How tall are
There's
the
also
towers?
and there's a couple of rocks. The towers themselves, they're standing at about they stand at about say yeah, it's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, about 30 feet, 25. But then there's also the little like etched things, like the ridge things on it. So it's about 30 feet up top.
Hide the edge thing. Hide to the edge thing, and then
I
jump.
was just going to say, I can climb up to the top of that thing, tie it off there. At the
We have to make
ridge.
sure it doesn't come off.
How
I mean, if
stable are
you're
these
already-
towers? I'm assuming Strahd's not skimping on the stonemasonry of his castle.
Though, if you add
Strahd
30
doesn't seem
feet-
like a cheapskate. No, like
What-
I don't have
One
to.
second. What is our hypotenuse? We've got a 50-foot gorge. We've got a
50-foot
30-foot
gorge.
tower.
30-foot tall tower.
Vystera groans.
One second. Let's find the
Bird plus
hypotenuse
beast.
just to make sure we have
Yeah.
enough. Just to make sure we
Oh,
have enough rope. One second.
Vystera kind of leans over to Kari and says, I suppose it would be a bad idea to simply ask Strahd to open the gate.
If you want to take all the fun out of this,
Why in the perfectest days in hell would we ever want to have Strahd like know that we were here?
And he also doesn't know that we left. He
Well,
thinks we're asleep in our beds.
He thinks we're still in there.
Well, suppose exactly. So suppose we didn't get up to anything wrong. We just took a walk. We ended up on side. We're locked out. We want to be let in to get into our beds again.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the winningest of plans, Mister. We took a walk outside of the castle. Please let us in immediately,
All right,
sir.
Okay.
Okay, so you said we had 65 feet of rope after you've tied it off. And if we tie it to one of the little these guys. Liam's not looking.
Oh, I'm listening fully.
No, you're not looking. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know
not
what these are
looking at
called.
you. Sorry.
I don't know what
See.
these are called. At the top of
Yes,
the
they're like
tower.
the kind of the ridges right there. Yeah.
If we tied it up to one of those ridges, how much rope would we lose? So we're at 65 with the ropes tied together.
I was assuming that with 65, it would probably be the amount that Sly was tying it off of on himself, and then also around the actual thing itself. That's kind of my generous interpretation of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I already did that. You're actually good. You're good. So it would be a hypotenuse of 58.3.
Oh, we're
So then you
golden.
have, I know, so you have 60 feet, 6 extra feet with the wind. You could make it. So with, minimum you need 58.
Where did the hippopotamus come from?
It's math, David. It's math.
Math. You
Math,
have
David. Hypotenuse is this
A
and this.
squared
And
plus
this.
B
Go!
squared equals C squared. We've got
I wish
30
I were
feet.
high on pot
We got-
moves.
Anyways, yeah, if my math is correct, right? Because A squared plus B squared equals C
Equals C
squared.
squared,
That's how
yeah.
you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did that. And it's 58.3.
That's if that's the longest distance.
Exactly.
I'm getting a rash.
That's immediately to there. So you could theoretically with 6 extra feet and at 65 feet. So that gives you what, 71 feet? So you should be good. I think we should try it.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah, let's go up the top of the tower.
hey, so I'm up there.
Sly's
there.
already like up to the top right there. He's saying you guys gotta hustle. You guys go into the actual tower itself. You open the door, it's musty as hell, but you can see that there's actually like stairs that like lead to the top. Climbing in through here, you notice also inside there's like 2 dead like lying skeletons, like with a couple of bags like kind of off to the side here. And they got like small bows like off on the side with some quivers of some old arrows, and you guys begin to kind of rush up. You go to the top of the tower there, the gate. You see Sly's already tying up on the side right now, just getting that thing like cinched on. Okay. You guys are now currently positioned at the top of this tower.
Okay, I am assuming one of us knows some really good freaking knot just to keep that together. I don't know if any does that need to be a check?
Is there a knot check?
Is there a knot check?
Do I want to make a knot check? You know what? Do just a survival check with advantage on this.
Me?
Who?
Whoever wants to tie that knot, I'm gonna say Sly.
I have like a
Yeah,
plus
Sly.
with advantage.
Yeah, they're helping you with this knot.
It's a 18.
Okay, that's an 18 level knot right there. That's a level 18 knot.
Yes.
That's a CR 18 knot right there.
Now, is it easily accessible so that if we do need to pick him up, we can
Hoist.
hoist?
I would say in terms of arm length, the people that could probably do it best are Kari, Wystera, Eren, not so much. He'd have to get actually on kind of like on the precarious position.
But that's
and
okay.
then-
We just
What
need
if
like
someone
the first
held
little
Eren
bit.
out the window?
Out the window? There's no real
Wait,
window
wait.
out
What's
the tower.
okay? In my head, I was picturing this as like a big stone, like obelisk kind of thing, but it's like an actual like little watchtower.
I said it wrong. It's battlements. So there's battlements along the outside edge of this tower, so that you stitched it onto one of the battlements of it, and then there's just like the edges of that. So that's all you really have there. So Eren could maybe hang out on the sides of one of the battlements, but that's really it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think as long as one of us can like grab the rope, but also you can climb, so you can also climb up the rope and help us out a bit.
Oh yeah,
Right?
climbing's easy for me. Yeah.
Yeah, so climbing's easy. So you can even use the rope to climb up. So worst comes to worst, we can save you, but you should be secure enough. I'm terrified, but I think we've got it. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, DM, what do I gotta do?
So first of all, Aaron's going to throw you. Now this is what has to. Eren, well, you guys said Eren is going to throw you at this moment. If you want Eren to throw, or if you just want to try to jump yourself and see if you can naturally get there.
I think I need the throw. I need that extra oomph.
Okay, so normally,
The oomph.
The oomph. And the
I'm
oomph.
just gonna say mechanically here. This is just the mechanics of a long jump, which is what this is. You have to move about 10 feet, and you jump the equivalent of your strength score plus Yeah, you jump the equivalent of your strength score in terms of feet. So what is your strength score?
14.
Okay, so you, in this 50-foot chasm, you will have the equivalent of 14 feet of it covered.
On my own.
On your own.
But I also have plus 6 feet. And that's not counting him throwing me, is it?
That's not counting the throw yet.
That's just the wind.
That is including the wind with this. So here's what's going to happen. Sly, you are going to need to make an athletics check in order to see if you can add more feet to the jump. Eren is also going to have to make an athletics check in order to toss you, which he will have advantage on for the roll. And Kylah, you are going to make the roll.
I got it. So the last sheet I have is him at 5th level. That's not accurate, hey?
He's at 6th, but that would be that his strength is equal to it. Yeah, so whatever his strength is.
It actually might be a 6.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, so strength would be, we've got just like a plus 6.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
So with
perfect.
advantage?
If he's got, well, is he proficient in athletics on his sheet, do you know?
He doesn't have the numbers there, so I am not 100% certain.
I think he
Because he's got a plus 3.
He's
but
got a
he's
plus
got
4. He's got 18 for strength last time I checked.
He is a
Last time
16 on here.
Oh, okay. So I'll say it's a plus 3 then. Good call. So then if that's the case, then yeah, we'll say a plus 6 on an athletics check with advantage.
You're here.
Oh,
You can do it then. I don't need to try and roll this.
yeah.
Oh shit, what am I rolling?
You're throwing
please let me
Sly.
let me fill him in on this. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
go.
you are able to.
Okay. Uno momento. I need so
Uno
we're
ready,
at
Padon.
we are at hi Padon.
Hi.
We're back at the castle. We get to the castle, but the drawbridge is up.
Okay.
So where we're standing, there's a 50-foot bottomless gorge. But there's also a 30-foot tower. So what's going to happen, we climbed up the tower.
Oh god, there's diagrams.
We tied 70 feet of rope, one end to Sly and one end to the edge of a battlement. Sly is going to jump onto...
You have to throw him.
You're going to throw me as
I'm gonna
I jump.
throw you?
More of a...
I'm 2'10". How am I gonna throw
It's
you?
fine. No, it's on the top of the tower. You're on the
more
top
of
of the tower, so you
more
have
of-
some distance.
Yeah, more of a bit of a shove. You see,
Okay.
you're gonna give me like an extra oomph. Swally's already given me extra oomph from the wind. So I just have to get to here, like anywhere here. I don't need to, like, I just have to hit wall.
Just has to get to the other side.
Yeah,
then he
and then
can
we're
climb.
golden. Yeah. So you're gonna toss me, and you get to make an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be making an athletics check as well.
Okay.
So we have to get there. I can make 14 feet normally.
That's the wrong sheet.
With 6 feet added with the wind. And the rest is on, so we got 20 feet, and the rest is on us to roll for, and we determined I need to get 58 feet.
Minimum.
Okay.
Based on hypotenuse. So we have enough rope.
No, if we get
hopefully.
If we get...
I'm kind of glad I missed the math. I'm not
What if I get... Wait a minute. Isn't... Okay, the 58 feet would be if we're like going from here to there.
Yeah.
Keep holding it up.
But you're gonna probably make an arch.
I'm gonna make an arc, aren't I?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
We need
That's
less.
the plan.
58.
We need more.
What do you mean more? That's
because the rope won't go that far.
But if I go there to there, that's less distance.
No, I know what you mean.
Well, if you were...
Well, it's still 50 feet. It's 50 feet.
Here, from this point...
That's less than 58.
From getting to the actual point... Now, here's the thing. The reason that the tower, it is the equivalent of 50 feet is because the tower is so close to the actual edge of the lip where you guys were at. Essentially, Oh my god, is screen sharing going up right now?
That scared the shit out of me.
No, you're right. It is less because that is the minimum you have to make if you go straight. But the thing is, Noah, listen. If you're going straight, if you go straight out, then you can go like right to the thing. But the thing is, if you start to descend,
Why
you're gonna need
are my
more
settings
rope.
opening?
Oh my god, what is
Right,
happening?
Noah?
Liam
Also-
McKinnon. Noah
Oh,
McKinnon.
living. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just gonna
Noah,
say
did you hear
this.
me?
Can you please repeat that? Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this I've been talking this whole time. Okay, so 50, yes, you need 50 feet to get like if you go straight across. But the second that if you start missing, like if you start descending, you're gonna need more rope, right? The more you
Mhm.
descend, the more rope you're gonna need. I'm just saying, yeah, the minimum I guess would be 50, but directly down, like if you're going straight down to like the end of where the ground would meet it, then that's 58. If you're doing this instead of this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a opposite dab. You see? You know what I mean?
hmm
I'm just gonna say
Okay.
I love that there's the dots around here for the squares because this could be awesome battle map like
Yeah,
creation.
100%.
Sick as hell. What is this nonsense?
Oh boy.
This is math, okay?
Okay. So we're gonna get to the
Math
map.
is a
So I
wonderful
was okay. So here's what's gonna happen.
Who am I pushing and how far am I pushing them? That's
Me
all
as
I
hard
need
as
to
you
know.
can.
As fast as yeah, as far as you can.
Am I able to get a running start?
No, you
Why
okay?
not?
Okay, here's so Eren. Let me just say, if you were to like, you're kind of giving him the cheerleader push here. You're giving
Okay.
him that push because if you were to start running, it'd be a problem. I love how it's
So I'm just like,
yeah. You're
Noah,
shoving him in the
Yes.
direction of the
That
thing.
blue
Yeah.
line, that's
Yeah.
It's like
58.
an
That's the
angular
58, yeah.
push.
Yeah, that's the 58.3. Is
are
that
we
blue
doing
line?
the like, I'm holding my hands like this and I like push his foot off?
Yeah, it's kind of like you catch him and like you're just moving with his velocity to give him a further shot. That is exactly what you're doing. Now, okay. So what's
I'm
happening
rolling,
in
man.
this moment
I'm
now,
rolling.
Squally, I'm gonna say this. Now, I gave
Yeah.
6 feet of movement because it was easy for my brain. I'm gonna change this a little bit.
If
Because
anything,
my
we've made
brain-
this easier.
I'm I'm gonna be fair because I love this. What I'm gonna say is that you can pretend because the myths are the way that they are, because you're working with the air, you would be able to kind of speak with them enough so that they could give a little bit of an extra push across. You're gonna need to and you're gonna actually have to be up on here to command the winds in this way, which is something that you've never done before.
Mhm.
Command the
You
wind.
are gonna make a straight wisdom check on this.
Okay.
The 6 speed is implied already. Sly's got you said you got a what is it again, Sly? A 16, 14 feet of movement. So or strength. So you got what was it, a 20?
I'm at 20 without the additional
Okay.
stuff.
So 20 is inherent.
So one thing actually, since Noah's drawing this out, the other
Anyone's
thing,
welcome to.
the other thing I want
I'm just
the
waiting. I rolled
wind to
already.
do,
Did
like,
you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, the thing I want the wind to do though is to be vertical. Like I'm not asking
Oh,
for
so it's
this
going to be like
distance.
a.
I want the wind to go this way. So if
You
it's
want
going
it to
this
be
way and
like
he's
a-
coming this way, I want him to kind of, like stay
Oh,
level.
creating,
So
You know,
you
like
want
in
it to go
video
like
games when you hit like the wind and you go, woo!
Yeah,
You
it's
want
just
it
like
to
a
be a double jump.
paragliding. It's paragliding. Like
Oh, she wants them to give me the double jump
Yeah.
like this.
oh, it's giving him the double jump? Okay.
That's
No,
an
I
ass.
didn't mean double jump, but yeah,
No.
That's how
yes,
I'm
sure,
taking it.
sure. Let's do
Listen
That's how
that.
I'm
to
taking it.
Kylah.
Right in the middle. No. Double jump sounds great, actually. Like anywhere. I would prefer
Like
it to be
this.
a little closer to the drawbridge. So once you start descending.
Kylah, can you draw that so I know what?
Oh gosh.
I know
Okay.
exactly what's going to happen. Kylah, I want you then to make a wisdom check because it's got to be you're commanding the wind to do some crazy shit. Okay.
Like,
I want you to like get to at
Damn
least
it.
that point so that I can like
Okay,
You know?
we're gonna stop arts and crafts time right now. I'm
The
loving
wind's
this.
is
going
arts and
straight
crafts.
up, like in a like this, you know. So then when
Yeah.
he jumps and he goes,
Vertical.
oh, and it starts falling,
I
you just
am-
get a little extra.
You get
Yeah.
that
Does
like
everyone, do you know, audience? Do you know what's happening right now? Is the question.
you know the mushrooms in Mario Kart in that one like
Yes.
that one race where you
Yes,
like
yes.
bounce on it? Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
going
Oh
for.
God, I really hope that all the people at home see or whatever this is literally just
Dear
us talking.
God, I
and
hope
they
I have a
don't
good
have
one.
the
It's like when
screen
you
share.
We got this.
It's
Okay.
like-
It's
I'm
like when you
making a
stand
whiz-
on a geyser in a video game and it shoots you straight up in the air.
I
Yeah.
really hope
Do
I
you know
have
that's
a good
actually
roll.
a paragliding concept? Like I went paragliding, and there's actually this thing where the easiest place for paragliders to get more loft and get higher is under farmers' fields who are doing like combining, which is so cool because it like creates enough wind that it like shoots people
Yeah.
up. That's a real
Up,
concept. Anyways,
So
Can I-
this is scientifically accurate. Is
this
what we're
is
saying.
accurate.
Can
I'm
we-
so excited.
Do we know?
Can
Are
we
there
do
any?
it?
Are there
I
any
just wanna do it.
farmers in the bottomless gorge working with combines?
Sly, your natural 20 with the pebble, you just heard the rock hit the ground. Like that was
Can I,
thousands
since
of
that's a
feet.
natural 20, can I? How far is that?
Thousands of feet. 1,000 feet down below.
You'd think with
So
a
it's
natural
not
20 I'd get.
bottomless.
Yeah, you'd think with a natural 20 I'd get more specific than that. But
Okay, I
whatever.
just want to do it. Let's
It is
let's go.
1,000 feet to plummet. That is 1,000 feet.
Yeah, but I'm only
You could
falling
survive that.
68 feet, so okay.
Let's
what am
go.
I? I'm athletics check.
I'm doing wisdom, right?
I rolled already.
Yes, this is an athletics check. Can we please get rid of the science experiment
What?
that's on in front of me?
This is important. This will
Okay,
Not
fine, we'll
until-
leave it up.
Not until the thing's done. See, there we go. Does that count as inspiration? He just drew a smiley face.
This feels like that Coach Hines Oliver Twist skit now. If anybody gets that
Go ahead.
reference at all.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check, Squally. And
This
go
is
ahead and make an
bad
athletics
idea.
check, Sly.
I made one too.
18.
Okay. 18. 18.
I got 21.
A 21.
Not one.
No way.
No.
Slide dead.
Okay. So
This
here is what happens.
I'm sorry, guys. I let the team down.
He hits the wind and he's like, "Ah."
Kylah or Squally, you are standing upon the battlements of the tower, speaking in a screaming voice that is like almost incomprehensible. You see as you can feel as those screams that are as underneath of gasps and shock are now becoming inspired cheers. They're excited. Something's happening, and they're rousing. They're preparing. They're ready to push up, to provide an element of actual propelling strength for what is about to happen. Eren, you set yourself down, full squat, getting ready to go.
Low center of gravity, you know?
Low center of gravity. You're gonna launch your friend. Sly, you hold yourself down, almost like in a football sprinter stance. You put your hand up and you take off the full 10 feet that goes. You run towards Eren. You jump into Eren's hands. You go right into his to the palm of his chest. He launches, and as you push off, you immediately slam your head into the battlement that is currently where the rope is, and it just cracks from one end to the other. It just splits, and you just smash your head right there.
So he doesn't fall down.
Take
No,
3
that's a
points
good
of
thing.
bludgeoning damage as
Oh.
your skull.
Yeah, because
actually,
our
Eren did
DM
pretty
How
good.
much?
You take. I'm gonna give you another 3 because fuck it. Yeah,
Fair enough.
you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage
8 points.
as your
of
head
stupidity damage.
smashes into the top of the battlement, and you kind of land back.
I'm like in stance.
So how far did I
look
go?
down.
You are still on the top of the tower.
So
but the tower's broken.
I
we
shake
didn't
it off.
account for
Just
that.
the battlement cracked.
Yeah, we forgot for obstacles. That's on me. That's on our math. Okay.
I am going to turn over to the other tower to see if the other battlement that is directly across from the thing is intact.
It
Oh,
is-
God.
So my anchor is broken.
Your anchor is broken.
So if I
I would
jump,
like
it's
to
done.
look
Okay.
and see
Metaphorically.
if it is still intact on the other side.
It is.
Please. It is?
Yes.
All righty. Why don't we try that again?
Oh,
I'm
this
down.
is still a bad
We
idea.
go to the other tower.
Viscera, are you giving
where
any other
everything is
suggestions?
set.
I'd like to point
Viscera,
out that I'm
either
like
give
50
another
pounds.
suggestion
You
or
could probably
shut
just
up and
chuck
stay
me
out of our
all the
way.
way over that thing.
I did, but
But
it
can
was
you
shut
climb
down.
as well, Aaron?
I could try, but I'm saying you could probably chuck me clear over the fucking thing.
Yeah, but he is really good climbing, and the drawbridge, he needs to get to like the top in order to open
That
it.
is
The
true.
thing, yeah, that's why I wanted to do this because I don't
Climbing
have
is
to do, like,
athletics, though, isn't it?
No, but with my ability, so I
I know
have to
that
make athletics check.
I know you're, but I do have good athletics, and I'm very light. It's Plan B. It's Plan B.
Plan B.
Plan B is chuck the halfling.
If I fucking dome
Okay.
And
myself
if
again.
I roll a natural one, I get to roll it again. So
There we
Is
go.
there anything that could help us make like a ramp? Just a little
I'm pulling up
ramp.
the
What do you have
whiteboard
on
again.
you? What do you
and a
have on you?
skateboard.
I don't know. Is
What
there
do you
anything
have on you?
in the
Kari
tower?
looks in her pack.
Oh no.
Where's the ramp going?
Like,
Okay, this is no. Okay, here, wait. Wait, I got this. 1 second, just hang on. What I'm thinking is this is our tower, right? This is the battlements. Oh wow. There's our tower. Oh, that's
Yes. Okay.
And Sly's head hit like right there.
no, Sly's head would have hit here.
Yeah, it would have hit like more over here.
'Cause that's where it's tied to. The ramp, I'm thinking, should be like from the top of the battlement to here, like to the ground, wherever the ground is here, so that you don't wail your head on here.
This
Like-
guy's jumping. This is aggressive.
I'm a barbarian. What do you expect?
And now you're a concussed barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I have a
don't need
shield.
my
I have a
brain.
shield. Can I use my shield? Can we just lay the shield down?
I
And
also
so he
have a
can at
shield.
least let's just lay the shields down and he can run up them a little bit. Just so he doesn't
why-
wail his
here.
head.
If I just hold my shield like this and push him off using it, he can kind of like.
so you're adding
Yes.
an extra. You're adding a literal extra half foot with your tiny circular shield as you extend it out over the battlements to push him off. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I might be able to get more momentum if I
Yes.
use my.
But I will
momentum.
also put my shield down at an angle so he doesn't like just
So,
run into the. He has something.
I'm gonna
to
be
jump off.
here, right? That's about where with the battlements.
You're gonna be
Cutting
like
out?
here.
Well, you have
after
to
all
run
this
off.
is done.
You have to run off
No,
the top.
if anything, Padon, I'm just gonna be down to here because I have 65 feet of rope holding me. So
Oh, so you're gonna slam into that.
Okay, sorry,
Okay,
that's
let's
my
do it.
DM brain. I gotta come into this. We gotta go accurate on the squares. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. You'd be at the bottom of the screen, basically, if we're being realistic. Oh,
Cool.
wait, no, that's a lie.
no, because from the
You'd
top of
slam
the,
like
from the
right
top of the
here.
tower,
Never mind.
the top of the
Yeah,
tower here
I'm
is
a liar.
30.
I beefed it.
Then I double
I
that.
beefed it.
So
I'm
I'd be
bad
like,
math.
I'd be like right there.
Sorry, I'm not helping the
So
situation.
if the battlement is jutting out to here, and
Uh-huh.
Eren's there and shoves me upwards,
Uh-huh.
and then I get a whoop,
Uh-huh.
whoop, whoop,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
down there.
All right. You guys said looking for a ramp. I'll say this. You guys can, if you leave that one tower, there's that ladder that
Oh,
is
stop
inside
doing
it.
that.
You can
Sorry.
take. There's a ladder that's
I'm
inside of
trying
that
to draw
tower.
a face. I drew a face.
Okay.
Hayden, this is serious stuff.
And I'm giving you a serious bit of information. There's
Yeah.
a ladder in the tower you are leaving to go to the new tower that you can use.
We'll bring
And
it
it's
with
the-
us.
The best thing you can use as a ramp. Now it doesn't go immediate. It's not like it goes like full 30 feet, but you get like it's like a 15-foot like long ladder that you can use. So that's there.
It depends how, because we're at the top of the tower where the
Uh-huh.
battlements are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so if it's 15 feet,
I
does
think
it
we
go
broke
like
David.
across the top
It-
of the tower? Like how
it's
how
not-
what's the radius of this tower?
It's the radius of the tower.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's
Man,
a legitimate question.
it is. It's 20 feet.
Far too much
I'd say
math going on
25
right now.
feet diameter on the top.
Okay.
I'm rolling my athletics check again. You guys figure out the math.
So that's a 12.5 radius.
Yeah,
So if we put it at the center, I got like 3 feet to run up top of it.
that's right.
Over.
So that should work.
Okay.
So if we have
Okay.
the ladder going like that, Like,
The other
this-
thing that could happen though is if you run to the top of the tower, it might do this. You know? Like
Well,
if you
no,
sorry,
then-
if you
then
run
we
to the
can
top
have-
of the ladder and
Like
it's
when you
out.
step on a
no,
rake.
but
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
but we'll have like Wystera and Kari here as
holding
like a
the ladder
counterweight.
down.
As a
Okay.
counterweight, yeah.
Sure. Vistara and Kari, may you act as counterweights?
There'll be counterweights there.
Kari's like, yeah, absolutely. I'll absolutely do that.
Vystera just is asleep apparently.
Kari is
Vystara's
fully
done.
loving this right now. Kari is absolutely loving this idea.
Or-
She loves it.
Or if we put it, we could like catapult me. If we kind of balance it that way, and I like hang on here, and then you guys all drop it down, and then I get launched.
But wouldn't then this is Kari? Wouldn't we have to then like go over the edge of the tower to allow that to launch you?
You'd also need a fulcrum.
Yeah, we don't have a fulcrum.
if it's
We don't have
down,
Well-
we don't have a fulcrum.
Kari,
If the
Kari
bound
looks
is
at
a
the
fulcrum?
ladder.
and if
Kari
I'm
takes
on the
the ladder.
edge, hanging down here,
Kari takes the ladder, looks at it, and actually it kind of fits a little bit between the battlements. So you could use the battlement actually as a fulcrum, but it also is tremendously like if you were to lift it, the ladder hole would like go over the battlement. Or if it was hit too much, could snap it. So it's not a reliable
okay, then
fulcrum.
never mind that. Okay, then no, we'll
No,
use
no,
it as a
no.
ramp
Let's
then.
ramp. Yeah.
Ramp it. Okay,
Just ramp it.
just ramping.
That is
So you're
the
setting
new
it
quote
halfway
of
through.
Strahd.
So let's figure this out. So you're using half of the ladder.
This is us right now, by the way.
Strahd, a file in the what is in? I gotta look at this. Oh god.
Where what did
This is a video. This is a picture of a man just doing math stuff. Okay.
Darn right.
I'm
Some
just a
mess.
man standing in front of a castle talking.
Okay. So you're using half of this 15-foot ladder to give you an extra 7 feet. Because you're putting it halfway between, right? Like, or you're using half the ladder to give a ramp so you can actually have it stabilized. Yes.
Mhm. With
Okay.
Vystara and
Vystera and Kari. Well, Kari's gonna hold it.
Need
Vystera, are you
food.
holding down that ladder?
I'll do whatever I can.
Okay.
Amazing.
So you have now.
That's what we
got
like to hear.
7 feet. You got 27 feet.
But there's
given-
more going on now.
You got 27 feet given to you. Now, Eren is now. Here's the thing. Eren needs to stand on the ladder in order for him to be able to fly off.
Hello. 1 second, let me put my pizza in. I'm not talking.
So
do you want to mute yourself, Peyton?
yeah, I was like, I don't know what to,
I
I don't know what is going on. So
Peyton.
Peyton,
I know,
come
I know,
back.
I'm sorry.
Peyton.
I'm sorry, what's it?
Okay.
Don't meet yourself with another euphemism.
Absolutely wild.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. People
That's
showed
okay.
up when I went to make food quick. What's going on? I rolled. Do I need to do anything
No,
else?
No, we
Listen,
just-
okay.
We could hear everything.
Here's
I
what's
know,
happening.
I know.
Here's what's happening. So you
No.
guys have made a ladder as a ramp to help launch Sly. But
Yeah.
in order for Eren to launch Sly, he's going to have to be at the end of that ladder. So he's going to be hanging 7 feet over the actual tower in order for himself to be able to be in a position where he can launch. which means that he is no longer going to be rolling with advantage. You're going to have to do a straight roll on this, Eren.
Okay, well, I rolled with advantage, so I'll just.
Now, having
a
said
one-time.
that, Squally, you are going to have to do your whole thing as well. It's going to be a little bit of a higher DC because you had to stop for a few minutes to get this science going.
Nice.
Now, Sly, you also have to launch yourself. You also need to make an acrobatics check to maneuver on the ladder because the ladder itself is not a flat platform. It's like you have
fucking cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. So okay.
Well, you are
So
a cat.
a lot of checks are going on. I
Exactly.
want initially Eren and Squally to make theirs to establish it.
25.
I just rolled 23 because I got it.
Ooh.
Natural 20. Oh damn. Okay.
And I got
Okay.
25 because I rolled a 19.
All right.
No, if
Sly.
you roll another fucking one,
I'm gonna kill you.
Sly,
it's not the number
I'll
of the
be
day.
dead.
Sly,
I'm
you have
dead.
an acrobatics check to make first, and then an athletics check.
You want acrobatics first? Okay.
I want acrobatics first because this is you
Running on the
getting
ladder.
onto the ramp to get to Eren first of all.
Yep.
And make that acrobatics check.
I'm so nervous. I've never been so
16.
nervous.
16.
That's
Your
gotta be worth
cat-like
something.
claws fix onto each of the rungs of the ladder as you begin to scurry up, begin to rush, moving fast, getting up onto it. You give yourself the movement that you need. You jump and you land on top of Eren's shield. Go ahead and roll your athletics check right now.
Seven.
That's better than 1.
So,
And with my 25, it's got to be worth something.
And
So here's
my
the thing.
23.
Yeah, that.
here's the thing. Sly's athletics, because it is so low, does not add to this roll. But that doesn't mean anything. He just inherently does not add. He has to go off his inherent strength. He does not add anything to this. Eren, you launch him on a 25. Okay.
Even lower center of gravity.
And it's weird because you're holding yourself onto the ladder itself. So you like launch so the ladder bends and then boing, like launching him as a spring. Sly
I like
inherently flies up and soars above 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet. As he gets that 30 feet distance, he begins to descend. He begins to fall downwards here. And as he begins to soar down, it's like 35, 40. And then there is a push from the actual air. Then air in this moment, the screams become ringing chanting. Like, like just wailing screams. We said it gives him a double jump. Sly, roll another athletics check.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Please higher than a 7. You're muted.
11.
That's okay.
That's okay.
So, like, you get that extra thing, but unfortunately, you don't know what you're pushing off of here. You're just kind of coasting. So you just begin to kind of fall down. You're going down 45 feet. You're trying to rush over towards it. You get 50 feet to the lip, right where the connective is, and you pass it. You get past it, and you don't connect. You connect to 52 feet where you land and you grab yourself onto it with your claws and your the claws on your feet and your hands, where you are hanging just below the actual edge of where the actual drawbridge is at. So you can then climb yourself up to get onto the drawbridge itself.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
like right there. That's good enough.
Not bad
Okay.
for a bunch of mathematicians.
That's
No, no,
that's what
no.
we needed. That's what we
Sly.
needed.
You
Get
begin
How
to
up
tall
move
is
there.
this?
up.
How tall is
Now-
this drawbridge?
This drawbridge itself. Oh, now I gotta freaking look at my damn thing.
Were you not prepared for this?
I was not. I was not prepared for this. Okay.
What
I don't know how
What
you're
did you-
ever prepared for anything we
What
do.
did you think we were gonna do?
It's
This
a
seemed
20. It
this
is a
seemed
20.
the obvious way to get up here.
It is a, oh my God. It is a 20-foot tall archway.
If only someone had fly.
Okay, so that's one of the
My other
connected things to the
character
side.
does.
1 second. So that's not that
My
one in
bard does.
particular. That's not the gates.
Mine too.
20-foot tall. It's in the center thing. I'm gonna say I mean, this thing is fucking 50. It's like coming across like a 50-foot gap. So I think that the walls are actually like 40 feet tall. So you kind of carry yourself up,
Climb.
begin to go up
There we
onto
go.
it. So it's 40
That's my
feet tall. You're
movement.
going.
That's my
Here's the
movement.
thing.
Sick.
Sly, I'm gonna roll a couple dice here, just so that you are aware. Okay.
That's more than a
Okay.
couple.
It was one dice a few times. You are walking across this drawbridge, and it is unstable. Like it is. These things could break off at a moment's notice and immediately cause someone to just plunge to their death. This is not a reliable drawbridge. It's a miracle you guys got into this like castle when you did. You make your way up to the top. You get to the top onto the walls. You see two side spaces, both of them open in terms of these little towers, like little entryways to towers. On the right-hand side, like if you're looking out over the bridge, because you give a wave, you look out over and you can see there is a mechanism that can drop the drawbridge.
Holy shit.
And so on the right is the mechanism that will drop the bridge.
Yeah.
Do I see anything on the left?
On the left is kind of like it's the secondary kind of position, like it's like the double, the twofer. Both of them like have the actual chains lifted up so they can work together. So yeah, it's got like two of them that can
Oh,
connect.
so it's the same.
Yeah, it's like the holder that holds the chains up. So yeah, you get both of them basically.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'll go drop the drawbridge.
Okay, you go over to the latch to release the drawbridge, and it's locked. It's locked in place.
How sturdy is the lock? Can I like break that?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
4.
There is no lock on the actual latch, but you don't understand why it is locked.
Slash is gonna try and keep like forcing it until like something like jostles.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
23.
23? Jesus Christ.
Now I get the good roll.
You go to this latch and you are trying so hard to cause it to actually unlock. The latch itself doesn't unlock. No matter how hard you are trying to lift it, nothing is your strength is not allowing you to actually kind of like cause it to lift. Then you hear you begin to hear splitting of rock underneath your feet as you are forcing this thing up out of the actual stonework of the tower, and you are like lifting it up, causing it to pick up at this moment. You, should you so choose, will be able to pull this latch completely up out of the stonework.
Will that bring the bridge down?
Here's the thing. The latch
What
is
does that mean?
locked to the point where the chains that cause the drawbridge to actually come, like the chains will not have any movement. However, the drawbridge is being held down by the actual latches. So what will happen is this. You will, if you yank this thing out on both ends, the drawbridge has nothing holding it down. It really only has the point of where it will be at the actual bridge itself, like between the connective times of the actual walls. So you could lift these things up completely and then push the bridge over. The wood of the bridge is so fragile that the contact of the drop could cause it to splinter and shatter across. You don't know how much of the bridge will remain if that is the case. And if that's the case, you will either have single-handedly been able to get yourself access through here, and you can hope that the bridge will stay up. But if it completely splinters, then there's no way for your friends to get across. You would be completely stuck on this area. You will still get back. You can still get back, but nobody else will be able to get across unless you think of a secondary method.
Yeah,
So the question right now is, are you going to pull the latch this whole mechanism out of the stone?
I can't help, can I?
Nope, nobody is. This is
and
why
Sly's kind of. Sly knows that there's a chance the bridge could shatter. From climbing it, I know.
Absolutely.
I was like,
Absolutely.
oh wow, this thing's good.
And the bridge itself has to drop at least, like not fully, but it's like going to descend over 40 feet down.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lever that or force it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the other side though and check if there's like a different lock or some kind of any difference between the two.
There is no difference between
There's
the two.
Fuck. Okay.
Can I give the rope a tug just to try to get his attention?
You give the rope a tug. Yeah, at the extension it is, Sly would feel
Just
it.
like a little tug.
Yeah, I'll run back and see what's up. I give like a sign like
Because it's 50 feet. Can they hear us? Or like, can we hear each other?
Yeah, if you want to talk, yeah.
I worry that we might disturb someone though, so I don't want to give his thing away. So I'm still standing on top of the thing, right? And then, sorry, what did you make a sign of?
I went.
So glad we're not a podcast.
I'll pull on the rope.
Yep.
Okay. Sly's gonna untie himself from the rope and
Yeah.
find
Okay.
something to secure it on.
There's battlements right there. You can tie it
I
up. Yeah.
tie it with my level 18 knot again.
Okay, and then I turn to everyone and say, how does everyone feel about heights?
And with that, we're gonna take our break. Holy shit. We're gonna come back in like 10 minutes about here, guys. Goodness gracious, because after all that, I need to use the washroom. Oh my god.
We'll see you in a minute.
Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. So we come back to this. Sly, you are, please tell me, you are tying up the rope onto the battlements, yes? To the wall?
Battlements.
Yeah, the sturdiest thing that I can find. That's
Okay, you can support it and get it tied up onto the battlements itself to allow you to come through here. With the amount of rope that you have as you're tying it up off yourself and tying it on, there's not a lot of slack given. It's a little bit, not a lot. Unless you want it to be completely tight.
I don't think we want it to be super slack. We'd rather it be tight for them to, because they're going to be climbing up.
So yeah, it's much easier to have this be like fully tight. So you get that.
Because it's pretty fairly straight across from where I'm at, right? It's only 40.
It's about 40. There's 40 feet going straight across, and there's a little bit of a lip that gives an extra 10 feet. So it's about 50 feet there. But yeah. Now, here's the thing. All of you are going to be shimmying across this, I'm assuming, yes?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to figure out a way to do that.
So here's what can happen. You guys are able to do this without rolling a check on it. Congratulations. If you are to, in any way, shape, or form, go any faster than 10 feet per round of climbing, you will need to make a check. So you guys, there's going slow, and then there's going super slow. You guys are moving inchworm across this to get over. And if you go any faster than that, a check will have to be made.
So is this setting us up for a copper dragon to suddenly appear and start belching fire at us, Liam?
If a copper dragon shows up, you guys are going to have a fantastic time because they are very social creatures and they spit acid, but only at bad things. You are going to wish that a copper dragon showed up here. That is the case.
Okay, well, Eren's the lightest, so I'm gonna say, let me just jump up and try it first. And I kind of jump and I do a little this just to see if it's solid.
It's taut. It's taut.
And then I just start going. Say it's good.
Okay. Inching over. Who's next? Who's going behind Eren? Are you guys going one at a time?
Yeah, I'll go next.
So glad you mentioned copper dragons. They're my favorite. All right. Eren, you begin to inch your way across this thing, and you just feel the vast chasm below you. You feel cold air kind of like going up your spine as you can just feel it kind of like gracing and like dancing across your back, almost tantalizing and hoping for you to join it as you begin to fall down. But you move and you make it to the end without concern. Okay. Who's next?
Not Vystera.
Kari goes next.
Kari goes next.
Kari puts herself up, slowly inching her way. The rope kind of sags a little bit with how, like, even though her armor is lighter than typical chainmail, her body and her equipment is still kind of like sagging down a little bit. Feel it sink. But she inches over. She makes it across. Who's next?
Vystera. She sticks with Kari.
Wystera, you position yourself onto here. Your horns at one point get in the way of the rope as you are fixing yourself across, and it kind of happens again. You have to dangle your head down, and as you put your head down, you are looking upside down as you begin to make your way across this chasm. Seeing the mist almost looks like it's like kind of gracing your eyes, like it's coming down and showering over top of your head as you cross. You go over and you make it, clearing the battlements. Squally.
Yes.
Are you going over?
I just went after Eren.
You went after Eren? I thought you said, I thought you were. No, I thought
No,
you
I-
said you were waiting after. Yeah.
You did.
No,
You
no.
actually ended up not going after Eren.
Okay,
you
I'm
wait.
sorry. I
you're the
was
last
looking
one to
for
go.
something and then I literally I will go. I thought I went second. I thought I went right after Eren.
You feel your feathered hands grasp the actual rope. You're the one person who can feel the air below is not a scared presence, but an impressed one. They are encouraging your progress across this rope. So much so that it doesn't feel like it's a terrified sense like looming over you, but you get across, carried over with this confidence that you are going over something that no one else has gone over before in this capacity. You get up onto the battlements and you guys have all cleared the walls of the castle. I'm going to let you know something here. And outside of the game, you guys, the same kind of rules that we've had apply for the castle travel are true. You guys are a group, and you guys are going to send a group leader for this. But now, you guys are going into Castle Ravenloft, and you're going into Castle Ravenloft with Strahd inside of it. Strahd is going to be somewhere within this castle. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. You don't know where. One of the actions that you will be able to take, if you so choose it, is to find in each room traces of Strahd to see if you can find out where he is and avoid him. So, who's going to be leading you all?
Not Wystera.
If we're looking for traces, it would be what? Investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the highest investigation? I don't think it's Eren because this is 0.
Not
Not
Sly.
Wystera.
Kari looks at everyone's like,
Can I cut the rope?
you want to cut the rope?
Wait, pull it up.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't want anyone to see that we like shimmied across.
Okay. You do you have a knife or something with you, and you just take it and then
I have an axe.
you have an axe. You hack it right off and the rope.
Oh no, I have a hammer. I don't have an axe. Does someone else have an axe? I have a
Okay,
hammer.
you
sorry.
hammer that rope.
I went after the rope.
Sly looks and sees Squally hammering at a rope, and he just walks over and like cuts it with his knife.
Thank you.
Kari says, "I'll do it." She's gonna lead you guys. She's gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
Thanks, Kari.
Yeah.
I turn a little bit pale because I don't want to get yelled at again.
All right. Kari rolled my midnight dice. All right. Kari begins to move across the walls. There is a section of stairs that allow them to enter down. Now, Kari's going to check with everybody first. If you want to maneuver across the walls and get to the parapets, because what happens is there's the actual courtyard, and then there's the section that you can cross into to get to the actual walls themselves, like actually get to the parts that the parapets that connect to the actual castle. So Kari's checking if you guys want to like actually go into the front door, or if you want to go into that shelf area where the ramparts are for the parapets are for the castle itself. I think it's ramparts, might be.
We
I don't know.
probably shouldn't go into the front door. Strahd still thinks we're in here, and we are not. That could mean danger.
All right.
That could mean
Anybody else?
I agree.
All right.
I think I'm just
Kari
yeah.
begins.
Do we still have
I'll keep
Steve?
an eye out. Like if Kari's doing like investigations in each room for what's going on, I'll just keep an eye out for like anything. I'll kind of keep watch, like look out almost.
Sure. That
Question.
I should ask. Yeah, I should ask quickly. What is your guys' order right now?
I'm after Kari.
Okay.
I'll stay in the back.
Okay.
And if
I'll
we're going to room, I'll kind of stay by the door and kind of keep a watch.
Right.
But I don't know
Squally,
if we're
you
going
have
like a room to room.
Steven with you.
I do have Steven. Okay.
I'll be like middle
He's got
back.
nothing, but-
I will go
Um,
between Sly and Aaron then.
Okay, so I guess I'm center.
I wonder
Quick
where Craig
question,
is.
gang. If we're investigating for Strahd, what's our plan
Well, we need
if we
to find Elevere.
find him? So we're just going in for Elevere. Okay.
I mean, we can search for clues of Strahd, but I still think we need to just go straight for
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if
Okay.
everyone's on that same page.
Okay, gotcha.
Alrighty. Kari begins to make their way across here. Aaron, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
And remember your -3.
Perceive stuff.
That's bad. Could we sleep again, or am I still at a -3?
You're still on -3.
You're still.
Okay, that's a 5.
Okay. You all are moving across the outside walls here, getting to this, getting to the parapets section that allows you to cross over and get closer to the actual castle. So, alrighty. If that's the case, I'm gonna turn over to this section. You all begin to move across.
Turn
Now.
that section big.
You are making your way through here. And as you get onto this area, you connect across to it, getting to the parapets. You can see that there are 2 towers, like kind of up on the front side facing of the castle, but you can only see one of them right now from your angle. You can see that there are, walking on the outside edge, you actually take in all of Castle Ravenloft right now. It is massive. There are 3 central towers. There is a wide base tower that is kind of like closest to your side. Aaron, you've seen these as well. There's the far north tower that's like off in the distance, the one that you went to, Wystera. That was the top of the tower you peeked your head out of the rain. And then there's a tall spire, kind of with a large, kind of like upside down cone shape, with a massive spike mounted to the top of it. No flag hangs at the top of that tower. But you begin to move across the parapets. It's about a 10-foot wide walkway. And you begin to pass through the windows. Wystera, you notice looking into the windows, and Kari notices it too. You are walking along the windows outside of the dining room, outside of the dining room that you went into before, where you saw there was that loot. This is the level where you had met the young girl, Gertrudia. This is that level. So this is the level where you went into that one, past that one hall, and were attacked by the shadows. So you can now see inside of the windows here. You also remember that this is the level area where there was that suit of armor walking around.
Yes.
You need to walk across. You don't currently see it. Making your way, you keep passing by. You all look through these windows beyond that dining room, and now you begin to see that there's kind of like this like small looking, like, looks like a bathroom. And you know what that is, Wystera. You know what's inside of that bath. You begin to pass over, getting to the corner as you hear the sound of shifting metal hanging outside. Kari turns the corner, then comes back. Okay.
What?
There's that armor is still right there.
I will very quietly move to the rest and tell them we have to avoid a charmed suit of armor, which is right there. So what other options do we have, DM?
As a group, there is no way you guys can make a stealth check. So you guys have to individually attempt to stealth across the the gap, and the nearest entry point is the window doors that lead into Strahd's bedroom. You know Gertrudia is in that room as well. So you would have to stealth past the armor and then her.
Okay, do I see, I don't know how I'm going to ask this, is there a direction that the suit of armor could go away from us?
In terms of distance,
can I see perhaps a far door or a far window that takes that suit of armor away from us?
from this and you can't make out, it is just the walkway in front of it, and it's walking in that direction. It's a straight line. There's nowhere, there's the end of the actual parapets, so there's like the cliff edge of it that leads right down to the base of the courtyard.
Yeah.
And then there is no other windows directly past it.
So there's no, and it's that direction, there's no door, there's no nothing.
No, the only thing that there is there's an open alcove kind of where the other, because you guys are near the towers now. So you could theoretically, beside you, there's an opening that allows you to go into this tower, this kind of like half tower that's positioned at the edge, that you could climb up a ladder and get to the top of it. But it leads to nowhere. Same thing with the one across from you. It leads to nowhere kind of thing. And then there's a rounding of a corner. So your options essentially are to go straight and then go across that other walkway where you will walk right into the actual suit of armor. You could maybe open one of the windows to be able to, that you've passed, to enter in. You would have to probably like unlock them. And then the only other way to get past it would be to sneak into that door. But that's the only door that you have.
I appreciate all of that, but this is why I was trying to figure out how to. Okay. That's not what I'm wondering. All right. I would like to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to create ominous whispers at the far end of the parapet where you said there was no windows, but I want to, my goal is to send that.
Okay. I'm going to
Armor.
quickly look at
Distract
Thaumaturgy.
middle.
To go and
Don't-
vent, because I can cast an instantaneous sound from a point of my choice within range, which is 30 feet.
Okay. So it would be a sound. I'm just looking at the difference between this and minor illusion. From my mind. Voice booms, harmless tremors, green instantaneous sound that originates from a point. Cry of a Raymond, ominous whispers. Perfect. Okay, I got that. Excellent. So just be a singularity sound right there. Not that's perfect to know. Okay. I'm gonna roll this quickly. What is the, so you're making ominous whispers.
Yes.
What's the quality of the whispers? What are they saying?
Yeah, hey, sure hope we're not noticed around here.
Okay, amazing. Amazing. You just see the distance.
Totally.
It's okay, so I'm gonna let you know. It's up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
The distance across is 130 feet.
Yep.
So you would essentially be bringing it 30 feet. It's about, so as you would cast that, it would bring it closer to you because it's currently walking up on the distance. I'm going to make a perception check.
Oh, wait. You mean I'd be bringing the suit of armor closer to us?
Yeah, because it's only a distance of 30 feet.
Fuck.
But the suit of armor does not, as you create those whispers, it does not turn around.
No,
It keeps walking.
Anyway. All right. Well, Sorry to waste everyone's time for 3 minutes.
Remember that math moment we did, David?
Well, fair. I guess I'm doing all
Math
right.
is
Listen,
a
if it wasn't for that
wonderful
math moment,
thing.
we wouldn't be
You're
in
good
here
at
right
That
math,
now,
wasn't a
so-
waste of time, though. We did that
No, but
math.
that was a waste of your time. We know you don't like math.
Get off your ass, let's do some math.
Waste of David's time. We're in the castle now. So we did the work for him.
Yeah, I think that was a great idea too, Dad. Thaumaturgy would have worked great, but
Mhm.
Thanks, I appreciate
just
it.
I
the
don't think David
positioning-
wasted anyone's time.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. Fuck it. All right. I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I'm gonna pull out which I assume that I'm gonna assume that are electrons the biggest or gold the biggest or what are the biggest?
Platinum is the most expensive.
No, biggest, heaviest.
Oh, heaviest. Oh,
Yeah. I know what the most expensive
I would.
is.
You know what? I think that electrum pieces are heavier than gold.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I think it goes in terms of weight. I think silver.
You're trying to
It goes like
bribe this
silver,
fucking
electrum.
first piece of armor?
No.
Listen.
Go ahead, Liam.
I was saying wrong information. I think gold is actually the lightest of all currency.
Gold is pretty light. You're right. I'm wondering if copper. I'm going to pull out a copper piece.
Okay, you pull out a copper piece.
Okay. And so with do I perceive if I just poke my head around, is there any way I can perceive if that a suit of armor can instantly see me?
It doesn't. It's turned around behind. It's
Okay,
not...
good. All right. I would like to throw a copper piece over its head as far as I can towards that opposite direction towards the parapet.
Sure. Go ahead and make a ranged attack. Just like tossing it.
I was
Okay.
just gonna do this if you didn't bring it up because I was like, I'm thinking video games when you like throw something and they're like, huh? And you just
Exactly.
like sneak by.
Okay, range. So sorry, Liam. What am I doing again? Ranged.
Your dex. Roll a d20. Add your dexterity proficiency.
Got it.
What was that noise?
I think Wystera is proficient at throwing money at the problem.
Just hit it in the side of the head.
Clank. 16.
16. Okay. So you are standing. This thing is about, I'd say, about like, it's pretty far from you. It's good beyond 60 feet of your range, kind of thing. But you toss it out. It flies. It soars actually across the actual area. As it begins to descend, it's kind of falling not over it, but behind it. And as it's descending, it extends its hand behind it. Actually, yeah, it extends its hand behind it, and as it's not turning around, you just see the hand turn out behind, and you see black lightning extend from behind it and shoot the coin. The coin scatters, and it just keeps walking.
I turn around and go, we definitely want to avoid that thing.
I think it's gonna do that to us if we get
Correct.
close.
Yeah, it just lightning to my copper without even turning around. So I think we need to wait a little longer till it keeps walking away and then stealth our way across.
Well, I'm very stealthy. I'm tiny.
Well, go ahead.
All right. This thing begins to get farther and farther away, nearing the corner of the actual parapets. Eren, if you want to go first,
Sure.
you will be able to make a stealth check to try to enter.
I'm also
in.
the beefiest, so if it turns and hits me, it's probably better than the other people. Should keep in mind, I keep forgetting though that I'm -3 to everything. Stop doing this shit.
Okay.
That's like the 4th 4 that I've rolled today. That's 5.
It's 5.
5.
Okay. Eren, you begin to make your way across here. As you're beginning to run, you're just like, well, that was a really interesting bit of science we had right there, huh? That was a really clever thing to have with that wee little bird creature and your massive friend, wasn't it? How did it feel to help them across that little ledge there? Was it a good idea? Was it a good feeling for you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, good, good. I like that you're playing second fiddle to other people's plans. It's a really good thing, isn't it?
That's not really how I see it, but oh, okay.
All right. As you begin to make your way towards it, you get halfway to the actual window door. At that point, you see the suit of armor stop.
I stop as soon as I hear it stop.
And it turns and like turns to face you. And you just begin to see this like hollowed like armor set that's like got its joints like kind of connected by this like kind of like misty black like just presence like around it here, and it just kind of begins to move immediately towards you.
I'm just not gonna move, and assume it's like a T-Rex and it can't see me if I'm perfectly still.
Okay, cool. That's a cool thing to say.
Okay.
All right. This thing begins to move towards you, getting closer and closer. What is its movement? That is its movement.
I don't
You got halfway. As it closes up some of the gap, it puts its hand out
Cool.
and shoots out lightning towards you.
Cool.
Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Lightning strikes out against your shield. Does it a second time? That is a 10. You deflect the lightning off of your shield at this moment because you're not wearing armor, right?
No.
Okay, great.
I just have my shield, but
You can feel like actually, I'm gonna say you don't use the shield. You're just able to dodge out immediately.
Sure.
So that being said, Eren, what you gonna do?
Start running because it definitely saw me.
Okay, do you run towards it or away from it?
Oh, away from it.
Okay, you start booking it. You around the corner.
Fair question.
Yeah, you guys see Eren huffing it.
See the 2 lightnings come at me, and then you just start fucking running. Well, I'm gone, so now it's your choice. I'm assuming this thing just starts following me.
Ting, ting, ting. You guys begin to hear metal get closer and closer and closer. Yep.
Can I take off away from it, but also away from the group? Is there a way for me to do that?
You are all you are on the outside edge of a castle. You are on
Okay,
a
so no,
10-foot
there's
wall
no way for me to
box.
do that.
Nope. You could jump off the edge. You could have climbed up the tower if you want to distract it, and just like hang out on the top of that tower spot.
True.
Does the armor see us?
No, Eren rounded the corner right now, so it's just coming towards the area where Eren's coming.
Okay, I'm going to stand at the edge of the corner with my sword ready, and I'm going to like clothesline it and stand at like normal height because I know Eren's just going to run right under it.
I like this.
All right, so you're gonna clothesline the actual like.
I'm going to clothesline the suit of armor with my sword.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and just make an attack roll then.
That is a 14.
Okay. Beginning to come around the corner, all of a sudden you stick it out, and you go to clothesline it where the neck would be for the armor, and like where the neck of a normal person is, and it just steps right underneath it, and it just comes right where you are, rounds the corner to face all of you. Sly, you
Nice.
still technically have another attack if you want to take it.
So it's shorter than like a average person.
It's shorter than.
Oh, when you were clotheslining, I thought you
was-
meant like over the neck part. Oh, you're going there? Then if that's the
Yeah.
case,
I think he's
If
just
that's
trying
the
to go
case,
like where
I'm
it's
basically
above
going.
me,
So it's
so that he'll
Aaron's
miss
gonna run
me.
over it, but anything else would just run right
So
into
probably
it.
like 4
Yeah, like-
feet in the air, kind of where it'll clear me
I see.
easily.
I see. Well, if this is the case, then how it does to evade it, it sees the blade coming right out of its space, and it like slides underneath the sword and then stands right up to face you all then.
Cool.
And then Aaron,
I'm
you were
gonna-
going through it, you were going under it at that point?
I don't think I would have even seen it, and he would have like swung after he kind of saw me coming, and it would have went right over my head anyways.
Yeah.
So I would have just kept running.
Oh, I see. You're gonna
Aaron,
close on
I'm
this. Aaron was
throwing it-
running the
I'm swinging
direction.
it,
Oh,
so-
I thought Aaron had
yeah.
already caught up to the group because you were so much closer to them than it was to you. You would have caught up to them much earlier.
Oh, okay, then that's fine too.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
Either
it's
way,
now facing
going
all of
over
you.
it.
So you can make attacks if you
Um,
want. Still fly.
I'm gonna draw my dagger, so I'm now
Yeah.
dual wielding. And I'll take my bonus attacks then.
All right. Go ahead and make those attacks.
Hit that is 16 to hit for my sword.
Misses.
And 23 to hit for the dagger.
23 hits. You miss with the sword as it goes over, and then you jam the dagger right underneath, like one of its like kind of like under between two of its metal overlays.
Hit. That's 3 damage.
3 points of damage. Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna say for the sake of this particular combat, we're gonna stay with the group initiative. It rolled a 20. Kari rolled a 19. So it gets to go next. This suit of armor, immediately as it's in this position, it draws out a greatsword from its position here. It's gonna make a swipe against you first, Sly. That is
Do I have time to shoot, it's already attacked. I don't have time to go into rage then.
No, you don't. You did not go into a rage on your turn.
Yeah, my bad.
That's a 18 to hit you.
Hits.
Okay. You take 11 points of slashing damage as it strikes across, and 3 points of lightning damage as you feel the black emanating energy strike across your chest. You feel it sink. Now, it sees you. I'm just going to roll in its immediate vicinity as it sees. I'm going to say it sees you and Eren in the immediate spot. So it's going to take a swing on you and then undercut towards Eren. Eren does a 17 hit.
No.
Swings across and you block it with the hilt of your long hammer, of your war hammer. At that point, we are going to go to the top of this order here. You guys decide who's going to be going first, who's going to be going after. Anybody who's want to take their actions can take it.
Okay, I know what I want to do, so I'll just go.
Perfect.
Can I cast spiritual weapon?
Yeah, you can.
Now that's a bonus action though, right? And then
Yep.
Okay, so I'll use my crossbow, sorry. Crossbow, and I will try to hit him, but then I also want to cast my beautiful little arrow dude
Sounds good.
and get close to him as well at the same time.
Sounds good.
So I will use my crossbow first.
The silver arrow comes out into the air.
16.
Misses. Bounces right off the armor. And actually, the lightning off of the armor fizzles the bolt.
Oh, so the bolt's gone?
Bolt's destroyed.
Okay. And then yeah, I'd like to stab it with my thingy.
Nice.
Yeah.
with your thingy.
The arrow head that looks like a raven. Remember, it's silver and it's pretty.
Very
What
nice.
do I roll for this? Sorry.
D20.
Right. And then do I add any modifiers?
Your wisdom or your spell attack. It's your spell attack modifier.
Right. Okay.
Wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah, +6. So 18.
That misses. You stab towards this thing and it catches it and bounces it right off.
I have a question.
I may have an answer for you.
Now that we brought this thing out over here, do we have a clear way to the castle if we were to say run the fuck by it?
You would be able to run the fuck by it. One of you would get an attack of opportunity from it. But yeah, you would have a clear way to run straight. There's nothing in front of you aside from this armor.
Okay, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity and tell everybody else, run.
Okay. This thing strikes at you, Eren. Oh. That's a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Just goes
I'm
over top
gonna
of you as you book
run
it.
and dash and go a fat 70 feet.
Okay, you get 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You get up to the double door, up to the glass double doors right here.
I'm assuming I don't have action to like push them open or pull them open or anything.
You would, I'd say you could be able to push them open if you wanted to. Oh, actually, no, you wouldn't. You'd have to smash through them at this point because you would use your action to dash.
Yeah.
You could smash through them freely, but you would have to spend time to actually open them.
I'll just wait for everybody else and start like.
Sounds good. Who's going next?
I will run.
All right. You use your regular movement to run Squally. You are only able to get about 20 feet down the way because you've used your action, your bonus action.
Fair.
But okay. Who's next? Okay.
Wystera, and I'll dash.
Everybody starts running. Kari is Sly, what are you gonna do?
I was gonna start pushing Kari to go run with the group.
Okay.
So it's like push her ahead of me. It's so like I'm the one. At
That's
the
a
back
good
of the
point,
pack.
actually. Sly, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw quickly.
Oh no.
Forgot about this.
Wisdom save. I wasn't even raging. What the heck?
No, this thing attacked you.
14.
Nope. You get hit by this thing. The black smoke begins to emanate
Shit.
through your body, and this creature here has laid a strike onto you, Sly. Your friends can probably run, but you yourself, you think this is you saw that arrow just ping off and that other thing, and it caught that Raven's Head silvered force thing. This could be a worthy combatant for you, Sly.
Okay, sweet. I go into a rage.
Okay, Kari sees you at this moment and is like, oh shit, Sly, come on. She's gonna try to push you to get going. That's what she's gonna try to do. That's a 10. Making a opposed athletics check. With advantage if you're raging.
Yeah. $22.
You are stonewalling her. She's like, well, I'm not gonna let you do this alone. God damn it. She goes a strike. That is a. I'm not gonna tell you what she rolled, but she hit. Okay. She is gonna hit it, and she's not gonna add. Yeah, she's not gonna add any smite to this right now. She's just gonna do a regular strike. That is 2, 6. That's 8 points of damage on with her. Okay. Sly, it's your turn.
Cool. When I go into a rage,
Use
my
your bonus action. Sorry.
yeah, as I go into a rage with like the black smoke billowing out, it's my claws start to just like grow and grow out. But I'm still just gonna use my sword and dagger, and I'm just gonna lunge at this thing and try and like thrust him with the sword first. Yeah, first attack with sword. That's a 5. Doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, come in with the dagger.
Okay.
15.
That does not hit.
Okay, come again with the sword. Fuck. 6. Shit.
Like you just kind of wail these blades out, and the creature just kind of the armor just kind of shifts each time.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, with everybody moving, now the creature's turn. Kari actually has a bonus action attack. That does not hit. All right. Oh wait, I roll her dice. Still doesn't hit. I rolled the same thing on both dice. There you go. Don't cheat, everybody. All right. The armor is now going to attack. It's going to attack once on Sly, once on Kari. It's a natural 1 on Sly as it brings across, and it's going to try to scrape the blade across onto Kari's feet. That's another natural 1. It strams across.
This
It
idiot.
tries to scrape, and as it does, I'm going to say it loses the sword on the drag, and the sword is like now off to the side as it's just standing there itself.
I think this guy is related to the Black Knight of Monty Python, actually.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right, Kari and
Bite
Sly
me,
are
you
going to go
coward.
first. Kari and Sly are going to go first. Kari misses her first strike, misses her second strike, and then beefs it on her third bonus action strike. She completely missed. Sly.
Eren is yelling at them to run. Stop fighting it.
Sly comes in with the sword again.
Kari's going to say, he's smoking, Eren! We can't pull him out of it!
22.
That hits.
Okay, and then with the dagger.
Stop
18.
smoking. It's bad for you.
18 to hit.
Hit 18 does not hit.
Okay, coming again with the sword.
Right.
Yeah, 11. Doesn't.
That does not hit.
So
The first
then-
one scrapes across.
So 10 damage.
10 damage. Very nice. Scraping right across the crest of it. It's putting in like a big hole, big slash across this giant circle in the center of it. Okay. Squally, it's your turn. You are currently 20 feet away from it, and your spiritual weapon is looming right over top of it.
I will try to stab it again, but I'm still gonna stay by the door.
You have to still make your way over to the door. You have to run to it still, but
Yeah,
you can-
no, I'll still try to get my spiritual weapon over there.
Sounds good.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Misses. You sink into
run.
with the arrowhead, goes inside of the actual hole of the armor, and you think it hits. Pulls out, makes no contact. You run.
Yep. That sucks.
All right. Now, Wystera and Eren, what are you guys doing?
Well, I heard that he's smoking and now I'm angry. I'm just gonna start moving back
Okay.
towards it. In my head, I'm thinking this is such a good idea, and it just went completely wrong.
It seems as if they are not listening to your very good ideas. Once again, playing a second fiddle. And you hear fiddle music playing in your head all of a sudden as you take every single step towards getting closer and closer.
And I start getting really, really angry, and I think I fall into a rage.
All right. Are you dashing up towards it as you fall in your rage?
Yeah, I'll dash up and
Sounds good. You let me know what
1
happens
second.
to Eren as he gets in his rage.
I will let you know. What happens to Eren? You teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space. You can do this at any point.
Okay, so
Until
you
your
guys
rage
see as
ends as a
Eren,
bonus
like
action.
as the
I
fiddle
just-
music.
I'm running and I just teleport and I'm right in front of Sly on this thing.
Yeah, you just see Eren beef bamf right up. Technically, you still have your action if that's the case.
Yeah.
That's
And I'm just
hilarious.
gonna fucking swing twice at this thing.
Fucking go, man.
Recklessly, please, DM.
Baby.
First one is a 19.
Misses.
I'm not gonna be able to hit this fucking thing if that's a miss.
I mean,
Wow.
I think I missed
22.
the
22 hits.
Jesus Christ.
finally.
I only have a +3 right now because of this shit. I rolled a 16 and I missed. I have my shield out. So. There's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Recklessly swinging onto this creature, you feel it's like one of its plates dislodges off of it. All right, it's the creature's turn. Now, it is going to move to grab its sword. In that process, it's going to shoot at Kari. Now, Kari's up on it, which would be a normal disadvantage attack. However, it does not roll with disadvantage in this case. Kari's armor class is what? 18. That's a miss. Shoots out of a lightning bolt, and Kari just backs out of the way. It then brings its sword around. I'm going to make a die roll to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to attack at Eren with advantage. The great sword. That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 3. That's 11 points of slashing damage, which is 6, and 1 point of lightning damage.
Okay, so 6 damage total.
All right, it's your guys' turn again. I will say, for the sake of it, Eren and Wystera and Squally notice at the window Gertrudia is staring out, concerned and questioning, and sees you again, Wystera. She's staring from the window, see what's going on.
And I can see her?
Yeah, you can see she's staring through the window, yeah.
Oh, hello. We're in a bit of trouble here. How are you?
She's behind the window right now, and she doesn't hear exactly what you're saying on this.
Okay. I'll wave to her and smile.
She doesn't respond. She's a little bit like nervous at this point to see you again.
So,
she's like,
how far away am I from this fucker?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How far are you away from her?
Yeah. No, from the suit of armor.
Oh, at least 70 feet.
Yeah. Okay. What are is this a regular suit of armor? So there's 2 holes for eyes and a hole for the mouth, but that's about it?
There's no helmet.
Oh, right. I remember now. Oh, Lord. Well, Wystera is feeling really frustrated and she's unable to do anything here. And she figures her crossbow is useless. So she's gonna pull out. She has her longsword still, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. She's gonna pull out her longsword and she dashed before, but she'll just run normally towards it, see if she can do something.
You recognize, and Wystera, you know, getting closer to this is the same armor that was in that portrait you saw from that individual as you begin to rush over. Alrighty. Let's see here. Squally, what are you up to?
Squally will take another stab.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack.
No, that misses.
Okay. Misses from that.
For
Do you
sure.
do anything at the door? You see
I'm gonna try to open it.
Sure. The door is locked right now from this end. You can try to force it open if you wanted to try, or try to pick the lock.
Squally is feeling strong. Sure.
Make an athletics check.
So strong.
Mm, Not super strong. Yeah, that'll be a 6.
Ah! Ah! Nope. All right. The rest of you, Kari's gonna make her attacks. That hits.
Oh,
I'm doing the math in my head. This is not good. So Kari, no, I don't think Kari wants to do it. She's finding that her attacks are doing okay. She doesn't want to burn her spells. That's 9 points of damage. Alrighty. Now, Sly or Eren, who's going next?
Sly's gonna start attacking.
All right, sounds good.
Swinging, I'll go reckless with this. First off with the sword.
Okay.
Uh, 16.
That misses.
Hit dagger. 17.
That misses.
Dirty 20.
That misses too.
Is
That
it easy?
miss the arm, miss with the dagger, and the other one just goes over top of the head, and you miss. It goes over top of the neck area where the head should be, but you miss.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
All right, Eren.
I'm just gonna keep recklessly swinging at this thing in prayer. That's a natural 20, that'll be.
That will be good to hit.
Sounds good. That's a shit roll. That's a bit better. 13 points of damage for the nat 20.
13 points of damage is very good. Almost like a gong hitting in the center of the chest. You hear it echo through, and you see the electrical like form outside of it kind of like tingle and sizzle a little bit.
And that's definitely not going to hit. That's an 11.
Nope. Alrighty. This thing's now going to attack. It's going to attack with advantage on you, Eren. That is 14.
Nope.
And it's going to attack you again. That is a 22.
That hits.
Alrighty. You take, and this is halved, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
This is not halved, this is 3 points of lightning damage.
And
Okay. Alrighty. Your guys' turns.
I'm going to attempt Searing Light and then try to stab him again.
Sounds good. What is Searing Light again?
It's within 100 feet. I gotta make a sun blast from my palm, and I'm gonna say ice insulate, and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna try to hit, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll.
And then it's 5d8 radiant damage. Is it undead or sun sensitive?
You're about to find out.
Amazing. That is not a hit. That is a 15.
It's not a hit. Silver Light skirts over top of it, completely missing it.
Hey, I'm gonna try to hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Nope, that's a 3.
Okay.
Squally shit in the bed. Can Squally try to open the door again?
You use
Or
your
I'm out
action
of
for that
turns.
and your bonus action. That's the end of your turn in terms of interaction. You can move, but that's it.
Fair.
Okay. Vystera, your turn.
All right. So I run another 30 feet towards it. Am I close enough to take a shot with my longsword?
Yes, you would be.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my longsword.
All right, you do that as Kari lands a strike onto it. Does 12 points of damage. Kari does.
Come on, fucker. 17.
Misses. Now, just so I remember, you're adding -1 to the strike.
I thought you said all my strength came back.
Your strength does, but your strength, correct me if I'm wrong, your strength is -1 as a modifier.
Oh, my strength is 0.
Oh, okay, so it's a +3 then to attack.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Misses.
Yep.
Alrighty. So with that, Eren and Sly, you guys go.
Well, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and recklessly attack again.
Okay.
Something just fell. That's a 19 to hit, and I think that doesn't hit, right?
Doesn't hit. What's your roll? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you, Aaron. I can't hear you, Hayden. Not sure what it is. Nope.
Oh dear.
We got you. Sly, we're just waiting for Aaron. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Yeah, I'll recklessly attack again.
Got it. I'm gonna roll a die to see which of you it will hit in a moment. I didn't even assign numbers. I should have said that. Okay, it was the same one.
None of them fucking hit.
None of them hit.
I don't think I rolled above a 15.
Okay, yeah, all of those miss. So if that's the case, the creature is then going to land attacks, make attacks on Eren. That's an 18, so I'll use that as a placeholder to ask Eren. The next one is going to be on Kari. Doesn't get advantage on Kari. But that's going to hit Kari for sure. It's 21 to hit. Alrighty. Yeah, Kari doesn't have any armor or things like that. So Kari takes 9 plus 3, 12, and then 2, it's 14 points damage. Righty. Seeing 14 points of damage on Kari. Ooh, Kari is not looking great. That. Squally, as everyone's in the fight, dealing with all of this, I'm just going to add up Eren's here for a quick moment. You see something coming down along the walls. There is a figure crawling down the walls. It looks like it is about, like it's slowly sneaking up on the rest of the group and they can't see it. You can see it though. All right, it's your guys' turn.
Squally is stressed. Oh. And he's gonna close his eyes. And he's gonna be like whispering to himself, he's gonna say, Strahd, I don't know if you can hear us. We tried to leave. We need help. Because I don't think we can do anything against this thing, but maybe we can talk to Strahd.
Go ahead. How are you communicating this? I'm going to ask you. Like, how are you just saying these words out? Are you shouting across? Like, or
No, it's more of a wind whisper because I know he could hear me in the wind before.
okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what else to do. I can't just like have everyone die.
You feel as you send screams out, like the whispered screams of the castle, channeling them outwards. I'm gonna roll die here. Okay. Alrighty. That's what Squally does. Anything else you want to do? I'll say that's a free action. Anything else you want to do?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it.
Aaron, you got
I don't know what
hit.
happened.
You got hit. You take 4 points of slashing damage and 2 points of lightning damage. And
Okay.
Squally just called out to Strahd. All right.
Sorry.
By the way,
What
I
do you-
missed. I rolled another 19 was what I was trying to say. So
Cool. Jesus.
So,
Okay. Squally, anything else you want to do with your attacks? And then Vystera will go to you.
I'll try to stab it again,
Sounds
at
good.
least in like an act of desperation. Oh, well, that's a nat 1, so no.
Nope. Vystera.
all right. Well, Vystera sees what happened to Kari and lets out one of her screams. You see her eyes sort of turn a little purple, and she's going to attack with her longsword again.
Sounds good. Make that attack.
Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Nat 20.
That will hit.
And I would like to cast Branding Smite as a third level spell as I attack it.
Ooh. While I don't believe it is a third level that you cast it, but you do get to
It's-
still cast it.
It's yeah, I believe it's a second level, but I can cast as a
yes.
third level.
You cast it when you get to third level.
Okay. I thought.
Yes. No, I don't want to take away from the coolness of the moment. Do it.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yes. That's your bonus action. So you get to deal 2d8 plus 4d6.
Correct.
Wow.
God damn, Vystera.
Finally. All right. 2d8. That is 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
11 damage? Damn.
D8. And then 4d.
That was 2d8. Yeah, hell yes.
Here they come all at once.
Oh my gosh, 4d6.
46.
46 damage. 16 damage.
So 27? Oh my gosh.
Shh.
You utter out to
Vystera is still
Strahd,
yelling.
and no one else can hear you as Vystera screams, and all of a sudden, the blade that you're holding with you, it doesn't emanate orange, it doesn't emanate like shadow, it doesn't emanate anything that you've had before. It emanates this kind of vibrant red kind of like tone that is not of Grixanoth, not of your Hexblade. This is purely of your own lineage. And the creature is scattered with almost red light. And Kari looks at you and immediately, as a red light warrior, is very impressed right now as she sees that. She's immediately going to make her attacks. 1 hits, 2 hits, 3 hits, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24. She comes in 9 points. Plus 1, 2, 3. It's 9 points. I've been looking at her dagger this whole time. So it's not 9 points. That's 12. No, 9 points would have been. Damn it. 13 points on that first strike.
Better
Jeez,
retroactively add all that damage.
yeah, retroactively activate it. Okay. Yeah, no, 12 points. +1 +6, that's 7. And on the last one, as Wystera, as you come in, strike it with this, Kari comes in, looks at you, smiles, stabs it with the sword, stabs it again, and then flicks it around with the dagger, punches it in the center, and the armor scatters and explodes into electricity all around you. The armor of Strahd scatters and clangs to the ground. You guys all turn around and see this armor is completely decimated in this moment. Just as that is happening, you hear a voice saying,
Oh, good. More for me.
and Eren and Sly, you guys see hanging upside down, there is a vampire spawn right above you guys. It is immediately about to leap onto you, but it's currently just up on the wall above you.
See it coming down. Can we make like a dex save to get out of the way?
It's
Is
not
it
jumping
too-
down right now.
It's not
currently
jumping down yet.
It's your
Oh,
guys'
it's not
turn.
jumping yet?
Can I like reach it though?
It's up on the wall. It's about 30 feet up on the wall.
Okay,
Above
well
you.
then I'm just
Oh,
gonna
it's 30 feet.
fuck. If I don't take damage, I come out of my rage.
You want me to toss you up there?
I mean you can.
Sly, that would be you using your action to toss him.
Are we doing that?
Mm,
I'll tell you right now, Sly, the black smoke is also off for you. A heavy weight of disappointment comes over you when you do not fell this armor.
Yeah.
But you are currently no longer caught in that vengeance streak. Or streak.
But now I see a vampire ahead of me. So I'm gonna...
Now you see the vampire, and oh, that's true. Now the black
I
smoke
see an
comes.
undead. The black smoke's still there. It like
Yeah.
dies down for a second, and then I see this thing, and it starts billowing out even more.
Yeah,
With
that's
the
a
whole
very good
group
point.
thing, can any of us do anything right now?
You guys have all acted right now in the turn. Eren and Sly are the only ones that have not done anything just yet in this turn.
That's what I thought.
Wait, you said
just
he's
making sure.
you said he's 30 feet up?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna climb up the wall 30 feet and start slashing at him.
Sounds good. You see as he looks at you, he's like, I could throw
I'm
you
gonna
up. Fuck it. And you immediately
I
start
just run
climbing.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run up and I just start swinging with my weapons. So with my bestial soul, it's like climbing is equal to walking, and I don't have to make athletics checks to do it. Can I use both my weapons?
Yeah.
When I have weapons? Sick.
I'm gonna say what you do basically to get that one hand free is that you kind of like you slice with it. You good point. I don't.
That's my thought. Because if I'm climbing, do I
You
get my dual
use
wield?
your sword, I'll say, but I don't think you can use your
sword?
dagger. Yeah,
Okay,
you could
I'll
use
just use my
your
sword.
claw because your claws are out. You could use your claw if you wanted to, but yeah, you couldn't use both.
Yeah, but that wouldn't count as my dual wield, would it? If I'm using my claws.
That's a good question. Go ahead and make your attacks with your sword, and I'll just like look over it quickly. Glad I brought dashes.
Okay. And I'm gonna screw it. I'll do it recklessly with my sword.
Sounds good.
14.
That misses.
And 21.
That hits.
Okay.
Super.
7 damage.
7 damage. I'd say you can use it. Yeah, it's like, how does dual wielding work?
When I'm dual wielding, I get an extra +1 to my AC while I have my weapons in separate hands. Separate melee weapon in each hand. And
I mean, technically, your claws are a melee weapon, so and it is in your hand. So I'd say
I
yeah,
can use
that
2-weapon
counts.
fighting. So basically, yeah, I can. Sick.
Yeah,
Then I'll start using my claws.
that was 7 damage for the last hit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And with my claws, I can attack an additional time.
But you
For the
attack
same
twice
action.
with the sword. You attack twice
No,
with the
but with
sword.
my claws feature is
Oh,
that
you
when I
bitch! Oh,
go
you
for
bitch!
my tail's ability is it can add to my DC or my
So I
AC
just
and
gave
it
you
has
4
the reach
attacks.
ability.
Is what I'm just saying. I gave you 4 attacks.
Yeah, with my claws I get 2 attacks regardless.
Fine, you get 4 attacks now.
I
You
bite.
ass. God damn it, Liam! Why you been?
Strength it.
Gave you 4 attacks. Okay, fine.
30, 20.
That hits.
Yeah. And also they count as magical weapons. I don't know if that
Oh, that's gonna
affects
definitely
this at all.
matter. That's gonna definitely
That is?
matter.
Dude.
Yeah, things are resistant to none.
That is 8 damage.
Your claws did
For the
more
first
than your sword.
Yeah. That was 1 attack, right?
Such a backhanded compliment. Your claws did more than your sword.
Was that my first attack?
That was your first attack, yeah.
First attack? Okay, but I did it recklessly. Okay, so 8 damage the first time. And that's a 17.
That hits too.
That's not as much. That's just 3
Okay.
magical.
You rush up on this creature, you slice with the sword and with the claws as you like lay up a flurry on this thing. Like you kind of like lift yourself up, slice with the sword quickly, and then twice with your claws, and then catch yourself. The creature is genuinely frightened at that point, like or like facing up against something. It's not like frightened, but it's just like getting ready for like to survive and strike at you. Eren, what are you doing?
So like per se, if I was to throw my hammer,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't like if I miss, I wouldn't like fall somewhere. Like it would just be on the ground in front of me.
We'll see how good you throw.
So there's a chance I could throw it over the edge or some shit, is what you're saying?
Yep.
I'm doing it anyways, recklessly.
Reckless
DM.
attack. This is just gonna be your strength, not proficiency. Yes.
Okay.
It was 30 feet to get up, right? He was
Yeah.
30 feet up. Am I able to start bringing use my other 10
Okay.
movement down? Just try and lure him to the rest of the group, or am I just locked in
Yeah, he
there
would take
now?
an attack of opportunity on you.
Never mind then.
18.
That hits.
Do I roll the same damage?
I'm gonna say it's a D8.
D8? Okay. Plus my rage bonus. And
Yeah.
D8. Oh, okay. And that's an 8, so that's 13 damage.
Ooh, baby.
I do
13.
like a hammer toss, like one spin, and then just like chuck it up.
Okay, it just kind of takes it to the side. Doesn't do as much, but it hits and then it kind of falls right down towards you again.
Okay, with my movement, if I can like go get it.
Yeah, you can go get it.
I just missed out on such a cool opportunity now, and I hate myself for it so much. I could have teleported up into midair and taken a swing at him, and I didn't do it.
Well, Eren, I'm gonna just tell you right now. You throw
Technically,
it.
I still could.
You can't. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
So here's what happens.
I grab the hammer and I teleport up.
Hammer flies up, smashes the thing on the face as it's about to fall. You go grab it underhand and go to uppercut. Go ahead and roll with the reckless attack.
That's dope.
Teleportation
Hot.
attack.
Hot.
So hot right now.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
That's a strange way to.
Ooh, under the jaw. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Vystra is
There.
like, hmm?
Mhm.
And that's another 8, so another 13 damage.
Okay. Smacking it under the jaw as you begin to fall right down to the ground.
Oh
You
yeah, I
do
just fall. It's 30,
Yeah.
30 feet, so 3d6
Yeah,
damage.
you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half, so
Half
it's
to
8
7.
damage. Ah!
It's 7,
8.
right? It's rounded down.
It's 8. It's 8.
It's supposed to be rounded down. I'm not making this up.
Okay, well, I've been rounding up for you guys, so fine. It's 7 for you now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he
If
has.
I
been.
round
It's
up for
supposed
you
to be
guys,
rounded down.
Yeah, he has
Well,
been.
I've been rounding up for you guys for everything just right now.
That's fine. I'll do the 8 then.
We should let it round up.
Okay,
8 damage.
as you have that,
Worth
the
it.
creature kind of
Totally
like has
worth
to
it.
compose itself. It like gets ready to kind of situate. As you're seeing this Squally, as you are watching this kind of unfold, holding onto the door, trying to open it, you feel the door and Strahd's room opens up to you.
Good. Great.
Strahd's bedroom opens up to you. The creature is going to quickly land 2 attacks. One on Eren, one on Sly. Mrs. Eren. Sly, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. This creature does 6. That's 9 points of slashing damage. You and you're currently grappled on the wall. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna do one more round of you guys right here, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. But yeah, let's see what you can get done. Squally, first of all, what do you do?
I peek in.
Cool. There's a little Gertrudia who's a little bit like, but how did you get inside? What? I didn't open the door. And then you see behind her another set of double doors beginning to open up for you.
I look back at the group.
They are fighting a vampire on the fucking wall, the side of a thing right now.
Yeah. I
We
am
just watched
gonna.
Eren teleport up and then fall on his ass, so
I am gonna try to hit it with my spiritual weapon because it's still up.
Sure, go ahead and make that attack.
Sorry, 1 second. 14 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
And I look back at the door.
You see before you at the far end, there is a portrait of a woman above a fireplace. The fireplace is burning, and standing in front of the fireplace is a dark-haired individual with a large purple cloak over top. And you can see faintly on the side of your eyes, there is there is books on the side corners.
leather-bound
And,
book.
go ahead and make a I'm gonna say a religion check for me, Squally. I didn't even think that was gonna happen today. Thought that was a promise for sessions later.
I made a mistake, you guys. Sorry, religion? 12.
Religion. 12. I will say this, Squally. I'm going to ask you actually a question about how much Squally buys into a lot of the stuff that they heard about. You heard about a room from Wystera and Kari going into this room, this library room that was designated as the room that was in your card reading, the center where evil is. Seeing evil occupy this room, I'm going to ask, how much does Squally buy into religious prophecy?
So Squally's more of a nature kind of understanding of religion. Like he is a cleric, but he was also a hermit for his whole life. So I
Mhm.
feel as though not necessarily a lot, but he does like understand the power behind prophecy,
Okay.
if
Well, if
that
that's the
makes
case,
sense.
oh, it does. Because then as you open it, you just feel the weight of you staring down Strahd at this moment. Between you and him, that is what you see. That feeling of staring deeply into his eyes. You feel his eyes coming closer and closer to you in that moment. This Kari is going to throw 2 javelins up at the thing. One hits, one misses, and I'm going to say it's going to roll Sly. Sly, does a 16 hit you?
Yup.
Okay, first javelin hits the creature for 2 points of damage. The other one hits you for 1 point of damage.
Sweet.
You have a javelin like stick right into your pec, and it just like hanging right there. Vistra, what are you doing?
Crossbow.
Fire.
Nah. 12.
Okay, Mrs. Sly, what are you doing as this creature has you grappled?
He's got me grappled, but we're on the wall, right?
Yep.
Uh since I'm grappled, I have disadvantage on attacks.
No, there's no.
Is
It's
that
not
how
restricted.
how's
It just
Oh,
means
I'm
your
okay.
speed is 0. Your speed is 0, basically.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna keep fucking swinging at this thing.
Sounds good. Make those attacks.
What's this javelin that just stuck into me made out of?
Wood and metal.
Can
What?
I try? Oh, that's probably not gonna work. Should I try breaking this javelin to like a stake?
Sweet.
Yeah,
do
go
it.
Like I take it,
Yeah,
break the metal end off, and try stabbing it into him.
yeah.
And like
Go ahead and just make
putting
a
my sword away or
strength
whatever?
check. Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check with advantage. This isn't athletics. This is literally just you breaking it with your full force.
Yeah. Oh fuck! All I got was 13.
13.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. No, you try to snap it. You can feel you weakening the actual wood itself, but it is not snapping off immediately in your hand.
Okay. Then I'm just going to I put my sword away to do that. So I'm just gonna swipe at him with my claws.
Okay, I'll see the 2 attacks.
Yeah. Would my extra attack work on that?
That's
As
your 2
barbarian,
attacks. That is your extra. You sacrificed one to try to break it.
Okay.
Because you
Okay.
normally
Yeah.
have to use attack
Yeah, because I'm
action.
not dual wielding, so I don't have the extra dual wield attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's just your 2 claw attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this recklessly.
I'm gonna ask you too, as this thing is holding you and just kind of letting you hang off of it right now. Are you gonna let your sword just drop, or are you actually sheathing it?
I was gonna try and sheath it while I tried to break that off.
Sounds good. Okay, sounds good.
I'm not dropping my sword.
Go ahead. It's gonna be like a sword just plummets down to everybody.
Dirty
Fun.
21
That hits.
or 21. Okay. And then the next one. 19.
That hits.
Okay, that is 4 and 8. 12 damage total, magical.
Nice. You hang off this thing, like letting yourself kind of hang up over as it grabs you and strike at it. Eren, it's your turn.
So this thing's hanging off the wall.
No, Sly is hanging up. Oh, yeah, it's hanging with one hand onto it and then holding Sly. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is teleport up, and I'm gonna try to grab onto this thing and just start thrashing and knock it off the wall.
Outstanding.
This isn't. Yeah, you get up onto there, and then it's just like, now let's see your plans come into motion. And now, go ahead and make a strength thing with advantage.
This is just a straight strength roll, or is it like athletics?
I will say athletics. Have it.
Oh, those rolls suck. 12.
12? This creature's like, I'm going to feed on that. And you just feel it yank off, and all of you begin to fall. You all take, and you're all halved.
Wait,
so
am
you
I
all
still
have this.
falling?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
able
rolled
to
it off the
stop
wall.
myself though?
If you want to use your reaction
my-
to catch yourself, sure. You
Yeah, I'll do
catch
that.
yourself.
Okay, it's
Eren,
just me
you
and
and
this
this
thing
creature-
falling there.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's already halved.
Yep.
Okay. I would have tried to land like on top of it too, to like keep him.
Oh yeah,
pinned down.
definitely. You beat it by 5, so it's like on top. You're on top of it right
Yeah.
now. Do you want to go ahead and do another thing?
I don't know. I figured that would be like considered my action to try to do that.
I mean, you don't have your weapon. I'll say, you want to headbutt it?
Sure.
Do it.
What am I rolling for a headbutt? A reckless
Attack
headbutt.
with proficiency bonus.
A reckless headbutt.
19.
Yeah, what's your strength?
3.
So
4
3
points of
plus your rage
damage.
bonus. So that's
Oh, 6
5.
points of damage.
That's 6 reduced to half. Just
give him a
like
quick-
a reckless
Quick
strike.
bop on the head.
All right. I'm gonna
Little
say
bunny foo-foo.
this creature is getting beaten by you guys and thrashed across here. None of you are aware at this moment that Squally has allowed the doors to be open to Castle Ravenloft and given an exact location to where you all are. Strahd, in this moment, Squally, I'm just going to say, stares into your eyes. Squally, I need you to go and roll one thing for me, please.
Wally, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just...
Panicked.
I was panicked, and then you guys killed it so flawlessly, and right the moment before you did, I fucking called on him.
So, Squally, I'm just going to tell you what happens here. You look off to your friends to see how they are for a moment, and then look back to Strahd. He was by the fire, and now he is right in between the doors to his room. I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Or no, a wisdom saving throw.
$18. I rolled a 12, and I have +6.
We're going to get to the results of that roll when we get back into the next session, guys.
Also, I just want to say, I picture Squally like in that like mermaid position where he's like on the ground after he like pushed the door open, and he's still like on the ground too. In like a very vulnerable state.
No.
Oh,
Squally's upset. Well, Squally fucked up. Squally fucked up is what happened.
It's
Hey.
okay, Squall.
That was
Oh.
awesome, though.
God damn, it's good to be back.
What a great session.
Holy shit, guys.
What a perfect time for me to get that teleportation thing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
No.
going to be great for you to get the hell out of there. Hope you
Just
can keep
you,
that
though.
relationship going for
Vamping
a
all
while.
over the place.
Yeah. Holy man.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Oh dear.
That was fun.
that was.
That was a good session.
Also, what did I miss at the start? How did we find Kari and Wystera? Because weren't we separated still?
They ran out of the castle,
Okay.
and they got fucked up by some shadow things, and then they were coming out as we were coming towards them. So they were like, "Why the heck are you guys out of the castle?" And we were like,
Hey!
"Sorry, we left
It's
by
Craig's
accident."
fault.
It's Craig.
Fucking Craig. I wonder what happened to him.
I haven't rolled for Steven this whole time. I keep forgetting. You guys need to remember your little
You
little
should be
guys,
rolling
'cause I
for
keep
Craig's side
forgetting.
story, honestly.
Oh yeah, sorry. He should have been fighting that whole time. I totally forgot about him.
Steven. I'm gonna roll
Sorry.
dice for Steven.
I
We should
totally
have done that because Steven actually hit the armor class, and I'll tell you what the armor class was. It was 21.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He actually would have
Yeah.
hit that thing.
I rolled a
I realized that.
16 and I didn't hit, and I was like,
Yeah,
This
I'm just
is
rolling
not
dice for
good.
Steven. Steven
When
hit
I
once.
rolled
He would have
a
hit
30
it once.
20, and Liam's like, that didn't hit. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, it's 21. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'll send you guys some screenshots of what I've called Strahd's hypotenuse.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I
Well,
took several.
I'm
on
su-
hit
You're
I'm
development.
surprised you
welcome.
didn't just say hippopotamus. I'm surprised you
Right.
actually wrote hypothesis.
Rod's hippopotamus. Oh, well, hey guys, this was fantastic. Great to be back with you guys. I'm just going to quickly stop the recording here. Thanks to everybody who would watch this and listen to it. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the math as well as the madness. All right.
Math
Take care,
is a
everyone.
wonderful thing.